You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Join Jewellery Maker and guest designer Mark Smith for our long-awaited macrame workshop. Get to know the essential techniques and knotting formations to create these vastly popular designs. Learn square stitch, twist stitch, slip knot and much more. The full course includes a range of different threading materials, a selection of gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet the presenters and a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre 6444 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Here at Jewellery Maker, our in-house gemologists don't just check and verify the gemstones, but they give the final seal of quality control.
Hello, welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Ali Defoy. It is so good to be back. And it's even nicer to be with you during the day. I have a wonderful guest designer with me today. Not just good, not just fabulous. She is wonderful. It's our Janet Dwyer with us. She's going to be with us all day.
Hi, Ali.
Sorry, I've just got a wee frog in my throat just as I started to talk to you. I have so much coming up today. Janet's going to be joining us all day. Going to be joining her about 1:30 for a whole hour. She has the most beautiful designs. They're going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to show them to you. But what what I'm going to show you now is something very exciting. This is coming up, and it's not right now. It's going to be my last opportunity for you just before 5 o'clock. It's going to be fabulous. This looks like a cheeky wee bag, but oh, there's a double knot going on in here. Someone doesn't want me to get in here, but I will get in, don't you worry. In here. Now, wait till you see. See how big this is? Lucky dip scoop. Wait till you see. Wait till I show you. You're going to get, I'm just going to show you a little treat of what's inside. Just a little bit of a treat of what's inside. You get the whole bag, Janet, for less than £10.
There's a lot there.
Less than £10. It's a weighty bag. And I might actually, if Janet doesn't mind, give it to her and she can have a wee play.
Yes.
The whole bag. The eyes just light up. Oh yes. Yes. Should we give it to Janet? Should I put a couple more on here? It's a lucky scoop, so everyone's will be individual. Every single one will be special, so no two designs can be the same. They didn't want me to put it on the spinning one because it was going to go everywhere. And I said, oh, don't worry, it'll be fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. So everyone gets their complete own individual scoop. We give this to Janet.
Fabulous.
And then Janet has got, sorry, I run about the studio. You will find this out. I do apologise. To have a wee play. To see what we can do with a scoop. It's going to be under £10 for the whole bag. And it's a lucky scoop, as we say. And of course, you've got an opportunity to see what you can make with it for £10. Pretty fabulous, I think. Lots of treats. Let me just take this out of the way. I was going to try and stop it there. May I please get a wee cup of water, because I think I'm going to start coughing in a wee moment. These are both coming up, so sorry. These are both coming up in my last hour, so it'll be just before 5 again. This, now we don't have a huge quantity, which is the main reason I'm showing it to you now. This is coming up in that hour, that last hour. It's genuine, natural fire opal, and it's Mexican. So you're getting yourself that graduation of colour from the reds, the oranges, the golden yellows. There's not a big quantity of them. Otherwise, I would give it to Janet to have a wee go with. There are not many. You jot down that code because they are going to be flying out the door, and even less in quantity is something I know you absolutely love. Now this, I'm going to give it a wee go as a necklace. We had last night, Ed was with you and I was watching from the gallery, solar quartz. Now it sold out instantly. I don't have as many in these. These are your watermelon solar quartz. They're going to sell out. There's only about, oh gosh, about 10 of them. Probably shouldn't tell you that, but I'm too honest for my own good. Pip's probably pulling his hair out right now. He's my producer. He's probably thinking, going, no, don't tell everybody. There are only a few. What do you think, Janet? Janet's face is, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
The colours are just amazing, aren't they?
Well, Pippin had them the other day. There was only a few left and he thought, I must have them for our show tomorrow. I must have them for you. So that's the only reason we've got them, because we've got a fabulous producer with us today. This I need to show you because we have a whole hour of green with envy. Now this is just going to be magnificent. We have every sort of shade. Many of you will know last year the Pantone colour was green, was your emerald green Pantone colour for 2013. So what we decided to do was give you some of your favourites. Now these chrome diopside, which you may or may not have ever seen before, Bracelet, or your green amethyst, however you wish to know it, emerald strand. Now this emerald strand is magnificent. We don't again have many of these one opportunities, as in pretty much been seen sort of once before, and then this is going to be possibly, if not the last chance to see them, especially with these 4 strands, which is why I'm showing you them earlier. And then you can see actually the contrast of a big carat weight of your emeralds and the beautiful faceted drops, sorry, faceted rounds. So what was that? We're going to give something else to Janet. Oh, he's on the phone. Our Pip's on the phone. I thought he was talking to me. I got all excited there. I thought, oh, what can we give to Janet? Janet got excited there. You're going to have to give us something now, Pip, because I got excited, Janet got excited, everybody got excited. And whoever you were on the phone to was probably completely oblivious to all the excitement they were causing. A couple of minutes, I just want to give you one last glimpse of these 2 strands, or these 2 bundles, should I say. We've got for the amethyst lovers and the labradorite, which is what you're seeing there. Both of these bundles, now I had labradorite on Monday night, completely sold out. It was only a duo we had. So we've got a trio of labradorite, beautiful variety of shapes. I only had sort of nuggets, so this is going to be perfect for you, for your labradorite fans, which I know so many of you are. Voted the #1 gem 2012 and 2013 in Vicky's survey she did with yourselves. So thank you for taking part of that if you did. Oh, magnificent, the different shapes. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, yes. And then so do not fret or fear. We're going to get started. And I would go, oh, are you serious? Got some beady beads. Wait till you see these. Oh, these are magnificent quality. You would think with the these quite dainty actually. You've got 7 carats of green Aventurine. Is that? I don't believe this is right. Is it? All right. Okay. I was just checking. 2mm, right? That's fine. That's fine. Just wanted to make sure I had the right one. I didn't want the price he's going to. I had to make sure it was right because this is crazy. You have for yourself on this 7 carats of some of the most beautifully faceted, and they are, you would think with the 2mm round, they might be magnificent luster with your Aventurine. Aventurine, you're probably thinking Aventurescence, that beautiful glow that you look for in a gemstone, or not every gemstone, but special gems that possess it. It's perfect if you want to make your sort of beady bead rings. There's a truly stunning ring coming up actually today, which you might want to incorporate these pieces into if you were going to copy and join in the designing. Maybe you're getting some of our ring molds that are due to be back in stock very shortly. A lovely strand like this. I can't remember the last time I brought you a 2mm strand like this. Lovely to see so many of you on the lines. Thank you very much. You know that's a free phone number. It's easy to be involved. Now, we've only got double figures of these. I would ask you to join me quickly on these. It's a free phone number, and the sooner you get in, the sooner you get a hold of it. The Maggie have already opened their orders at $2.95, so they'll just simply be adding. That order will be open till midnight, so you don't have to sort of call at the end of the day. You can get, as you go along, you can add to that order. I was doing it yesterday. It's brilliant fun. So you've got 7 carats. TCGP45 is a code on this one. I always tend to jot it down if you can. The price on this one for you today is $4.95. You've got what, at least an 18 centimetre strand on this one, and for 2mm, basically, if you think about it, the smaller the size of the stone, you're going to get so many more stones if you think about it in that same 18 centimetre strand. For only £5, well, less than £5, you have it. This is an add to your order. There's no two ways about it, isn't it? Just, it's definitely an add to your order. Multi-bids going on in this one, which is so great to see. Thank you for that. And on 0800 644 655. I mean, when you can, free phone number, or those of you who are joining, maybe you're watching from work, maybe you shouldn't be, maybe you're one of the ones that's under anonymous at the minute. JewelleryMaker.com, you can just click and add it into your basket, whichever is easiest for yourself. But looking at these and the quality of them, TCGP 45, £4.95. Great to see so many multi-bids on this one, and quite rightly so, with the quality that you have here in the stones and the carat weight of 7 carats. It's a fantastic. I'm quite straight away want to make myself some strand bracelets. You want to use it as a spacer? Oh my goodness. With some pearls maybe? Janet, have you got a thought on this?
Actually, it's with pearls, the green would look fabulous.
The green
with the pearls. As a spacer.
As a sort of white pearl?
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be pearls coming up? White pearls and champagne pearls coming up later on. Oh yes, don't say we don't think about you. £4.95. This, believe it or not, has been slightly planned today. 0800 644 655, of course, as you know, is the number. So for TCGP 45, for you to get the quality of green, and of course with that whole green envier coming up, this is going to be something for you to try and get a hold of, because it will go lovely with your emeralds, lovely with your chrome diopside. Try and get that when you can. TCGP, and that's 45 on that one. That's wonderful. Right, now, just gonna, ooh, there's a particular gentleman called James who joined us last night and the night before, who is a sucker for Iolite. Oh yes, so he's not going to be loving me today, because he said, Ali, you have to help me. He sent me text in. If you want to text us 60777 and your GM studio just at the start of it on there, and your normal network charges apply. He sent me a text and said, you have to help me, I can't stop getting Iolite. And I said, oh, you're not going to love me, because it was a showstopper of Iolite. So I will warn you on this one, you've got a bigger carat weight on this one, bigger drops. Gosh, I haven't seen big drops like this in your Iolite for a while out there. They're massive, 140 carats on this one. You've got 12 by 6mm graduating all the way up to your 30 by 7mm right in the top. I mean, that one on its own could be a fabulous pendant if you think about it. You've got 18 centimetres in this strand. You've got your sort of little bit of space in between to keep them, make sure that they don't bump into each other. Every single one is faceted beautifully, coming from the Greek word ion for violet flower. You have yourself, oh gosh, that in itself is wonderful. Graduating in colour, you might want to cut the strand, you might want to split them up and put them together. Make some perfect earrings in there. Examples of wire wrapping, actually, Janet's going to be showing us. I don't want to give you too much of a heads up of what Janet's been up to, but we do have some opportunities, and we do have some wire opportunities for you today as well, actually, with gold and bronze copper colour wire. That would be lovely with it. Maybe you got some chartreuse wire the other day, that sort of pastel-y green. You might want to wear the pastel greens for the baby deep blues and the pastel blues in there. Oh, we're falling in love with this. It's almost sort of everything you would hope for in a sort of dark tanzanite, or sort of vivid tanzanite, or maybe if you want sort of, you love the look of a sapphire, a lovely classic sapphire. That's depth with a little bit of a lilac coming through there. Thanks for taking the time to join us today. You've got the code on this one for RNRU34, so try and jot it down as and when you can. And you will all get your own individual strands, so you might get some more darker colours, some more vivid tones, some more pastel tones, which is perfect because you can make your own individual design on this one. And your price for you today, £19.95 for the quality of these stones. For under £20. And I'm thinking to Janet, design-wise, do you think these are quite easy to use individually? What would you maybe do with them?
Individually, I mean, I would personally put some gold wire with them, gold wrap them.
So some of the wire we've got coming up later on, do you think?
Yes, I would say. But the centre pendant and then the smaller ones, 2-drop earrings, fabulous.
Fabulous. I mean, if you think about how much you would spend on 2-drop earrings, if you were to sell them, for example, and just a little bit of a gold-plated wire, which we have coming up for you as well. You might already have some in your stash. Would you just normally sell a pair at £20? Is that what you would retail at them? Lovely to see so many of you there. Do check it out when you can. I'll leave this with you. Gems of Distinction, as you know, is our highest quality sort of strands that we offer. RNRU34. Do you know, on our sister channel, you would struggle to to have just one strand of sort of round brilliant cuts at $49.99, $39.99, and look at the size of them, 140 carats. It's a great, I hope you don't mind me saying it, but I think it's a great buy. Well done. Now, oh, hello. Would you, oh, yes, yes. Do you fancy a strand that is an essential? It is an absolute essential. It will go with everything. It's a must in your collection. And then when you, oh, yes. Oh, I have to have some. I have to have some. Many of you might know I was with you in the studios last night. I wasn't part of the, I wasn't presenting, Ed was presenting with you last night, but I did join in on a moonstone strand and a rose quartz strand, because I'm trying to make, my best friend's getting married in May next year, and I'm going as a bridesmaid. I've never been a bridesmaid before, so I'm excited, but I wanted to make her a tiara. And I chose the moonstone rondelles for a tiara, and I'm thinking these would be lovely to put in, maybe with some pearls, to add in. What do you think? Lovely, lovely shape to these cubes. What do you think of crystal quartz cubes? Do you think they're easy to work with?
And they've got such a sparkle to them.
They do,
From here,
they?
they really twinkle. But I think the cubes sit really nicely together as well. So there's lots of things that you can do with them.
They're quite easy to work with, the cubes.
Yeah.
So you might, I always try and think about it as if you're starting for the first time, because everybody starts. I'm still new to sort of jewellery making. Accredited jewellery professional when it comes to gemstones and jewellery, but making it is something I'm sort of absolutely falling in love with it and becoming more and more excited about it. But it's something that if you want to take your jewellery for the next level, if you want to maybe sort of go to that higher end and you want to get that quality of topaz or quality of quartz that you can't get easily, it's not often to get clean white quartz like this. That's in fact why I said topaz, because it's actually quite like the clarity of the topaz. So 4mm on this one, so 0800 644 655. I'm going to be shocked, am I? Oh, you have to be fast if you're after this one. Apparently this price is going to make it a sellout. Limited edition. We've got not many of these, and we're down to just, oh my gosh, $5.95. And you have yourself the strand that can go with every gemstone if you think about it. It's one of those easy gemstone strands that I always think as an add to your order, as a must-have for your stash. Get it in there. You can't go wrong. I mean, do you think you can go wrong with this, Janet?
Not
is
at
this an
all.
easy?
Even if you just sort of put it on a simple bracelet, just as they are on a simple bracelet, they'd be so eye-catching.
So if you just want to begin, if you want to start, I mean, I'm going to be really naughty as I always am. If you just wanted to add something, maybe you earlier, I mean, that's both of these for £10 or just under £10. Oh, sorry, just over £10 if you put the two together. Although we went on the 7 carats of our earlier Aventurine, you can mix and match with everything. I mean, I'm going to be really naughty, and I know Pip's not going to love me, but anything I pick up is going to go with this. Absolutely everything and anything. It goes. In fact, should we do these next? Because they will go magnificently together. And at $5.95, and add on to your order. Sorry, I haven't read many of your names, but you know who you are. Do check it out as soon as you can, because there's not many. It was single figures left of these now. These are quite limited. We didn't have many, which is why I always tried to make sure you got them as soon as you can. It's EBGP55 on those, and just $5.95. Great to see you. And well done indeed. Carol's there, Anonymous there, Anna's there. I've got Sarah. I do apologise, my screen's not working, but I'm being told by Pip there's lots and lots of there. Oh, don't worry. I tend to break things. I just look at them in computers and they break. I'm not very good with them. Even Liam had to help me earlier on with how to add a printer. I've never added a printer before, so I've got a printer added now. It's fabulous fun. I know how to print things. Right, you've just tuned in. I'm Ali Defoy. It's lovely to see you today. I know many of you probably weren't expecting me. I wasn't even expecting to see you today, but I came into work. I was welcomed with a piece of carrot cake. Oh, it was wonderful, wonderful. So I've got for you a wonderful opportunity. I can't use that word enough today. 250 carats. Now this is actually, please excuse us in the graphics because it's slightly incorrectly named. It actually is tourmalated quartz because it's black tourmaline inclusions within every single one of your quartz. So what you're seeing here are some of the finest sort of characters that you could possibly imagine. If you want to sort of put real stamp onto your jewellery making and want to have that character look, is exactly what you're getting here. You're getting something special, you're getting something collectible. And no two pieces, no matter if you get 2 strands yourself, even if you multi-bid on this one, it's not one that you could ever make the same design twice with, because every single one has its own sort of Mother Nature signature in the middle. Some are slightly darker than others, some are slightly lighter. It's that classic monochrome. that you've got with class. You could wear it of an evening, but you could also wear it casually during the day, just depending on what you decide. But it is a really, really good one if you are, this is just my personal opinion, but if you want to have a collection, a range of jewellery when you sort of maybe take your new jewellery to the next level, your jewellery making, if you want to start sort of making a small business out of it or taking it to craft fairs, wouldn't it be great to have that monochrome look that anybody can go for? It's not one you have to like a particular colour, it is that class and elegance of simple monochrome, which is always, I think, a good one to have at your side, especially as I'm a St Mirren fan and our colours are black and white, so that for me, I'm always slightly biased towards black and white. But GP28 on this one. Do you think this is sort of fail-safe with this one, Janet?
Definitely. I mean, the colours, the black and white, like you say, the monochrome, it never goes out of fashion. And there's such a lot you could do with the rondelles
the
as well. You know, I mean, personally, I'd chain with that, it looked great.
Yes, yes, yes. See, now you're thinking, oh, I want to get started. Sue, Liz, well done to you. I hope I said that right. I've got Norfolk, West Midlands, Anonymous, quite a few of you checking out on the web today. Great to see you, but most importantly, great to see this. Now, you've already confirmed, and you haven't even seen the price. So when I think about that, for GBGP, my apologies, 28, when you can confirm, and you know you want it before you see the price, that for me shows confident bidders. So it's simple. Where? Oh, you're going to want more than one. $6.95 for over 250 carats of one of the easiest to wear gemstones. Whether you want to wear it for yourself, whether you want to make it as your sort of jewellery, at that price point, my goodness. You can clearly see that this has got a lot of interest on it straight away. Oh, I don't want to put it down. I love it. I would want to, I think what I would do is what Mark was mentioning the other day, Mark Smith, one of our designers, cut it up and then sort of colour grade them, put the darker ones together with the more included ones and then split them all up. You have got such a character piece with this one, it's amazing. And at $6.95, to think what you could sell just one of these as a pendant or one of them, or two of them in a pair of earrings. I'll need to leave that with you. Lots and lots of you there, but do try and check that one out because I don't think it'll be there for long, especially not that by 250 carats. Oh my goodness. Pip's just starting to realise I will talk forever on everything. He's like, oh, right, we maybe need to shimmy off so you can see. So if you want some big, big nuggets, maybe for wrapping and making pendants, wouldn't that be fabulous? They're actually got sort of quite a dark Zambian amethyst colours, the big nuggets that I've got for you now. And these 3 strands are coming up later on. So it's all, of course, one attitude order, £2.95, doesn't matter how big the carat weight is. 180 carats on this one, natural amethyst for you, graduated step cut for you, every single one, medium nuggets. So they're actually to be called medium, they're quite sizable for medium. I would have said the central ones are large. Maybe we're starting with a medium nugget, which is a 14 by 10, which are more by your 28 by 18 millimeter, 18 centimeter strand on this one. The code on this one, oh gosh, I'm looking at wire wrapping. I've actually some beautiful designs earlier on incorporating sort of silver wire wrapping with that. It'd be, oh, just be gorgeous. You've got UTRU81 on this strand as your code. Jot it down, your price is coming in, so be prepared. Be prepared. $14.95. Now thinking about it, for you to have just one of these wire wrapped as a pendant, how much would you maybe sell that for? Just one on its own, or as a ring. We have a lovely collection on a sister channel, which many of you might be aware of on Gemporia on Gems TV, which is where I usually work. Lovely to be joining you now on Jewellery Maker. And they're wrapped, and a lot of designs are sort of at the moment tend to be big, big gems and wire wrapped. So just one of those with some wire, which I imagine you probably got some left over in your stash, $14.95. I mean, how much would you sell it for? What do you think? Is that something you would do? Definitely. Well, I'm saying you would do. I've already had a sneaky peek at Janet's designs, so I know it's something that Janet's fabulous at.
I'd definitely make a ring out of them, and you would charge that plus maybe a bit more
per ring
for one ring.
Yeah. So if you think about it, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stones on this one strand. 10 stones times $14.95. If you think about the amount of profit you can make on this, gosh, that's fabulous, isn't it? Because they are all fasted individually. I'll leave that with you only because I want to bring you as much as I can. That's a must, an absolute must. Now let me get it. Oh yes, oh yes. I was having a talk about this with our boss, our Steve Bennett upstairs, and we were just talking about it. And I'm going to be writing a little blog on this gemstone for the company, actually, because it's so special. So few people have ever even seen it, never even heard of it. It's a gemstone from its own family. It's one of the most beautiful pastel shade gemstones. You can get sort of dark black chromite inclusions within it, but what's lovely about this is you're getting the pure sort of lovely, it's almost like a lime meringue. Is it key lime pie? I've never had it before, but they talk about it on my sister shift. A tangy, beautiful, so we eaten mess, lemons and limes and creams in there. Lovely, soft for the springtime. Every single one is individual, it's natural. It's a gemstone that not many people know about, have ever heard about. We're bringing it to you completely naturally. And it's one that I think with our green, with, whoa, really? For a gemstone that nobody's heard of in our sister channel, I've presented on our sister channel for 8 years now, which is a genuine gemstone channel if you're not aware. Not one opportunity have I ever brought you a serpentine piece of jewellery, ever, full stop. Nobody has, we don't have any. So for you to have it on, our channel is massive, and I say that with thanks to yourselves. It's been running for over 9 years now. And we have never once auctioned a serpentine piece of jewellery. So you're ahead of our sister channel, technically. With this for under £10. I couldn't bring myself to say it, but I have to tell you, because otherwise you're going to miss out. FCGP07 on this one, a beautiful elegant colour. I mean, if you put it next to Amethyst that we've got coming up later on, together, your price is coming in on this one. I would not delay at all. And then a little bit of depth from the chrome diopside maybe. You have a $495. What are you doing? You can't do that. You can't do that. 300 carats. I absolutely hope Steve it coming up, because I went into his office when I was running past and just said, well, I wasn't running, I was nipping past, and I just said, oh, we've got some serpentine today, and he said, you have not. He couldn't believe it. So I would absolutely, as stomping upstairs. Just as long as the phone doesn't ring, as quick as you can. Now we're down to limited stock on this one. It was so popular. I had it on just on Monday night. We had a different shape actually. It was so popular. And if you want to be different in your jewellery, if you want to have something that you cannot buy this gemstone on the high street, it's not one you could go into one of your high street jewellers and buy. It's one of those sort of limited, a bit like actually chrome diopside, which is coming up. It's not a high street stone. Have you seen time before?
Not at all, no. It's
Never.
such a beautiful colour.
Isn't it lovely? It's
you
like
don't really
spring
pick
in
it
a
up
gem.
on the screen. You don't pick up the greens that are going through it.
Yeah.
But they're absolutely beautiful.
Well, it's one of these, it's almost as if the sort of light in the studio, as it tends to do, studio lighting tends to bleach the colour out of gemstones. So many of your names popping up on the screen there. Thank you so much. I can't believe that. Well done. I'm going to have to leave that with you. I hope you get one. There's not many. And at that price point, yes, I'm going to squeeze one more in. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is beautiful. Oh, so cute. It's like a Care Bear colour. Care Bear pinks, sapphires in here, multicolored sapphires with pastel pinks, hot pinks. Oh, this is a wonderful strand. So feminine, so elegant. It's more of your sort of baby pinks and your pastel whites and your pastel pinks, and then these flashes of hot pinks coming through. You've got yourself hot pink sapphires in this strand. 20 centimetre strand, 45 carats, and these natural sapphires as well. Beautifully polished into a sort of pear-shaped drop. Graduated pairs, as you can see, from 5x3 all the way up to 7x5 mil. I mean, if you can imagine, for one of the big four, September's Bristol, and this is actually lovely. Now, you might not have thought of it before, but if you're making your jewellery for sort of to sell and you want to get something for Valentine's Day, you might know that sapphires are the gem of sincerity and the gem of faithfulness. So to have pink gems and white gems together, you make a piece of jewellery symbolising faithfulness. Price is coming in, MWRU85. For sapphires, genuine, natural pink, hot pinks, pastel pinks, baby pinks, either $11.95. You having a kid on? You spend more at a fast food place just picking up yourself a wee burger. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine the price you can command? I'm sure you're already sitting with your calculator calculating away. I would be. The price you could command for saying you've 45 carats of natural sapphires and the quality in colour. Oh my goodness. What do you think, Janet? An absolute yes?
Gorgeous. And that would be perfect in the second project that we've
Well,
got.
I didn't want to say, but yes,
But it would be
Janet, I don't want to
perfect.
give it away, but Janet's done it, so it's perfect. Janet has a project coming up with faceted drops. This would be perfect. I'll leave it with you. MWRU85, you must know. There's a lot of you there. Do try and check it out as and when you can on the phone line or on the web. And we've only got 16 left. 16, so it's not one to wait on. Try and get it as soon as you can. And after the break, we'll be able to see some of Janet's designs. We're going to join her in just a second. Don't go anywhere.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
Hello there and welcome to Jewellery Maker. If you've just tuned in, I'm Ali Defoy and we have our fantastic guest designer Janet Dwyer with us today. Now when you see the design she's been up to, oh my word, you will want to be on the phones as quick as possible and you will want to be joining in, because what Janet has made can make anyone, even my brother who's not even slightly interested in gemstones, make him want to pick up some wire, get some gemstones and get involved. This is a wonderful opportunity. Everybody was buzzing in the office earlier today about it. Janet didn't get to see, she was busy away in the computer, but our manager Paula Bennett was having a good look at it and she said they were beautiful. I didn't get a chance to tell you that. We have some wire, in fact I'll show it to you here, that Janet's been using, and we use two different sizes of wire. In fact, if I put it on the desk, it's a little bit easier. Although we've got fancy little podiums, but they're not really not helping for you to see them, so I'll move that out of the way for you. So we had both sizes of wire. Did you just look at the wire and think, right, I know exactly what I'm going to make, or did you cut the wire up first, or how did you go about it?
Well, I sort of, when I saw them, I knew I wanted to use the wire, obviously.
Yep.
But the actual gemstones dictated what I did with the design.
Right.
Because as soon as I saw the gemstones, I sort of knew straight away what I wanted to do.
Straight away.
And these gauges are perfect for it.
So the gemstones that Janet's talking about is this bundle that we're going to be offering to you next. So right at the moment you can see the price on screen, and that's all to do with the wire. We will be offering you the price point as well for this, and it's amazing. I added it all up, it tells you, but I added all the website prices up, and the price we're going to compared to what you could get them individually on the web is amazing. So you've got your shell here, you've got your agates, you've got your gorgeous golden citrines in here, and then we have our wonderful, hold on, I've just said agate twice. We've got our grey agate. I'm going to move on to the wire just now, but the gemstones that Janet's talking about are going to come up straight after. So should we give it, well, I'm saying should we give it a go? I'm going to let Janet do what she does best and give you a wee demonstration.
Okay.
But we'll get the price of the wire on screen for you. It's PGC82. What sort of price would you have guessed?
Oh,
Would you have for the two wires?
I don't know.
So if that's the price that's on the web, but not the price you're paying today, so if we take it even lower, from $47.90, just for those of you joining us today, because I don't think we're going to have enough for it to last into the late show up till 9 p.m. So I imagine you'll probably need to get this within this hour. $29.95. Quite a big saving, especially when I saw how much wire you have. I mean, this is how much wire you have left, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you pretty much haven't really started with the wire at all.
No. It'll just go on and on and on.
So you have yourself a full 100 meters in both wires. Now apparently there's a bit of a technical issue, which is why we've not put the price point and the gems on the screen as yet. They told me off a moment ago, they're like, no, there's been a problem on the website. But what we're going to have a look at, in fact, can we have a look at the finished article? When we do that first, because it's going to get you so excited. This is the most beautiful butterfly, sort of asymmetric design I think I've ever seen. I'm in love with it. And you use just simply the wire, no added components other than the gemstones.
Just 4 of the gemstones.
Just 4 of the gems that are coming up, which is from this strand. So just can you imagine, from this strand, Janet straight away thought, okay, I'm going to make a beautiful butterfly.
When I saw them, I just thought, I just wanted to put a few of them together, and I thought they just look like butterfly wings. They could easily be butterfly wings, and that's where the idea came from.
They're so pretty. And then you have the same gems, and this is from the same strand, this isn't another strand, onto making a necklace, matching earrings, and if I'm very naughty and squeeze in a matching ring and a matching centerpiece to the bracelet. Now there are other gems of course used incorporated here, but you have the most gorgeous right in the middle, perfect for every single one of your grey agates. Gorgeous wire wrapping, detailing, design. I bet you're sitting at home thinking, I know exactly what piece I want to get started on, and it's probably the most intricate piece I would imagine. Oh, we've not finished. Oh, there's more. This is one of the most beautiful. Is that what you were calling? Yeah. A choker. At first I thought it was a tiara actually. It's because I've got tiaras on the brain at the moment.
It could be. It'd be a great headband or tiara.
It's one of the most exciting combinations of gemstones, I think, for happiness and goldens and warmth. Really, I'm thinking summertime when the weather is hot. Hopefully the weather will be hot. So I know you're just looking at the code there for the wire, and I do apologise for that, but we will get the code on within the next few moments as soon as we can, when we can, on the website that has gone down, but apparently it's fixed now.
Good.
So it's all fixed. So the codes will be coming up for the gemstones in a wee moment, but that's the code for the wire, PGGC82, just in case you hadn't seen it for the past 10 minutes. And now we've got the code coming in for your gems. We'll have a look at them now. I'm so eager for Janet to get started. And if I just take these to the side for her works of art, I'm going to call them. So we've got our wonderful shell within here. Rich, gorgeous rounds for your crazy agate wheels. They're not just grey agates, they're crazy grey agates. And then that wonderful natural citrine nuggets that we have in here. The nuggets that you've got for your citrine, I'm just going to check. Oh, I'm calling them citrine. My apologies. It's yellow quartz. Yellow quartz nuggets, 10 by 6 mil to 15 by 8 millimeter graduating. They're very similar to your citrine actually, and maybe the price point you can get for quartz compared to citrine might make it a maybe more affordable opportunity. And then you have your big triangular shape there with your 25 millimeter shapes in your grey agates. Over 465 carats of that grey agate, and the crazy agate, oh yes, crazy, is over 300 carats. 175 carats for your yellow quartz, and then your shell in there. We don't so much do carat weight with your shell. They're all 6 millimeter for you. So I'll leave. Oh, well done. Well done. I do want to, I'm saying well done because there's a lot of you taking the time to join us on the web. There is a slight problem on the website. Please accept my sincere apologies for that. If you're watching this show at a later time, then it might all be fixed. But if you're watching sort of live just now, which is on the web, this always happens with me, so I do apologise. I know, it just happens. But what it does mean is when as soon as it works, the price is just going to go really, really low, which I think is awesome. It's a free phone number if you don't mind. I know it might be sort of inconvenient if you'd rather join me on the web, but if you want to join us on the phone line, that free phone number, if you can get away, if you can get out the office and the boss doesn't notice, not that I'm sort of condoning that in any way, but do try and join us on the phone lines if it might be a wee bit quicker for you just in the web. The price for this one that we should be paying is about to come in. £18.30, which I did sit and work out this afternoon. And this is your web price if you add up all the strands individually. They are available on the web individually, just the over sort of 450 carats over £6.95 alone on the web. For all 4 of them, 12, I thought you were going to £14.95. He's going lower because the computer broke. See, this is what I say, the computer always breaks with me, which means they take it even lower, which is better, right? So okay, the computer might break for a couple of moments on the internet, but as soon as it's fixed, means you get better prices. That's £2 off technically. £2 off for everybody. Love it. Right. So Janet, I'm guessing, I mean I could be completely wrong, but I'm guessing you might be making a butterfly necklace.
I think we'll give it a go, yes.
We'll get it go. Which was the first piece that you made, just out of interest?
The butterfly.
Was it? Was it the first one you made?
Yes, straight off I sort of knew that's what I wanted to do, so I did that. But I just wanted to say, I've made all those pieces and obviously got all this wire left.
Yes.
But this is all these left as well.
You still got all these gemstones. So what we're about to make is using still from the same gemstones bundle.
Yeah.
So in fact, if I maybe if I'm a wee bit naughty, just quickly pop it in there, you can see just how many gemstones Janet's got remaining. And that's all. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That's 2 more pendants, isn't it, technically, for your butterflies, because you used 4. Oh yes!
So I just wanted to say that to start.
Yes, no, absolutely, that's perfect.
Okay, so what we're going to do, using the 1 mil, we're going to make the frame of the butterfly.
Okay.
And now you could just sort of go around each of the stones, but what I like to do, I like to have a template. It's not a fancy template, but it's sort of always draw around the stones in sort of the position that I want. So each stone will go into those little sections. So for me personally, I find it easier to sort of scribble out a template and then just shape the wire around it.
Work around, all right.
It just, for me, that's better. Other people might have a different way of doing it. They might want to shape it actually around the gemstone. So what I did, I literally followed the template around. Now it's going to go a bit, I apologise if I stab you with the wire.
Oh, fabulous. I look forward to that. No, don't apologise. I get in the way all the time, so don't you worry.
Right, so the first little section, just make a bend there and then try and close that up. Try and keep the sections, the little bends in between, as tight as you can.
Okay, and just so you know, sorry to interrupt, we do have lots of pliers and tools coming up for you, so don't worry if you see, we've got some kits coming up, some great deals, some great values, and ones to sort of add to your kit, so don't worry, we'll get you sorted, we'll get you your tools, don't worry about that, sorry.
That's okay. So the first bend, what you want to do is you want to leave quite a long tail on here. Okay. Because this is the section that's actually going to wrap around and make the body of the butterfly.
Perfect. So you need to make sure you
bend that and hold that in place. And this is how I did it. Other people might have a different way to do it. Just hold that in place, and then just simply follow round. Catching that butterfly. Simply just follow round the pattern of the stones.
It's ever so malleable, isn't it?
It is. It's a little bit warm as well now because my hands are a bit warm.
Do you want? Can I help?
Okay.
Will that help?
So there, and then simply that's it. So there's your first section in place, and then it's simply
my hand out of the way.
There, and then again go into that centre spot there, and if you bend that little section around there and then squeeze that one in.
Now you'll be pleased to know we've only got 36 of these bundles left now.
Ooh.
They're being very, very quickly. You can see your names if you're watching on television pop up quite quickly.
Right, if we move that round
lovely,
section.
Lovely to see. Am I getting in the way? Is this helping or is this in the way?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's it. So if we hold that there, okay, and then you don't actually need 2 people to do it. It's just nice to have
Janet's just making me feel like there's a point in me standing here, that's all.
And then wrap that around to there. That's it. If you let go of that now, then that section, if you see, we're just sort of following that round. So that
it's almost like a 4-leaf sort of lucky clover, isn't it?
Yeah. So you do that. Again, if I sort of quickly whizzy round, I'd spend more time doing it, and again around, squeeze those, sorry I don't want to get my hands in the way.
No problem.
Squeeze those together.
Lots of you already, actually, most of you have been, so far the telephone calls have come through, not one person has checked out on the web, it's everybody on the phones, so yes, of course I can, Pip. Alrighty. Pip's just asking me to say Those of you who are on the web, if you have been able to check it, only because I'm looking at it's only telephone bidders so far have confirmed. So if it's a problem with the website, please let us know so we can get it fixed. We've been told it's been fixed. So on the top right hand side on the website, there's a wee web box, as you probably know. If you just type a wee message and say working or not working, then you don't have to put your name or anything. Just let us know if you want to. That'd be great. But if you let us know if it's working for you, so we know, because if it's a technical difficulty, we've been told it's fixed. So if it's not, we need to know. So we want to help as much as we can. We don't want you to miss out if you don't have an option. If you've got access to the web, you must have a phone line, eh? You must. But I understand, so please do, if you can, let us know. Pip would love to hear from you. Obviously, he's hoping it's good news.
Right, if I just do that quickly. Right, so there we've got...
It's ever so quick, isn't it?
Yeah, once you sort of do... So there you've got that shape. And then what we need to do is bring those together. And that is sort of roughly the butterfly shape. And then just check that your stone is actually going to sit in there.
Okay.
So that's fine. So what we're going to do then is we're actually going to fill in these little sections. What you can do is just bring them together a little bit more.
Can I just use check the pliers you're using?
Yes, they are. I've had them these ones a long time. They are JMs, but I've had them ages.
No, but I just wanted to know the name of them because I'm
flat nose. I call them. Well, these are.
Because they seem a wee bit sharper than those ones.
But these are, I call them flat nose because they're flat. But they're a lot thinner, so for me I can sort of
they're
get
a lot daintier, aren't they?
Yes.
I think we've got a specialist toolkit coming up. I think they're in it. So that's why I was just checking what ones Janet's using so I can direct you to the right ones.
Chain nose pliers from the toolkit as well.
The large toolkit will work as well.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, just those that are a little bit more intricate, a little bit slimmer.
A little bit sort of tighter to get in there.
Sorry, carry on.
No, it's okay. So there we go. So that's our shape of our butterfly. So there she is, our little butterfly. So now what we're going to do, we're going to drop in these little spirals.
Oh gosh.
And what we do is make 4 of them. So 2 of them go in the bottom, obviously, 2 in the top, and they're longer. We leave 2 of them shorter, which we're going to make the little sort of tendrils.
Right.
The other 2 I'll show we wrap around the back of the stone, but I'll show that. But what I'll do is I'll show you how to make these spirals.
Can I just check? You know how you were saying 2 of them point down? On these bottom 2, do they point?
No, they all go in the same direction.
All point down.
So you've got actually then you've got 6 pieces of wire coming from the top, which I'll show you. I've got a demo bit that's already prepared. So what we need to do is create 4 of these. And now these little sections.
And this is all still using the larger wire.
This is still using the 1 mil. So what we do then, take a section, that's probably about 8-9 inches, and then simply just do the little spiral. So it's tight in, and then hold it quite firm, and wrap it around. And then just keep rolling. If you think that's a bit loose in the middle, you can just tighten that up. There you go. And when you get to that stage, you can actually just do that with your hand.
I was going to say, it's easier to have it flat or to do it.
I think to get it going, usually, so you can get the little centre section, and then just keep going, and then just try that against the size of the gem would be. And what we're looking at is we're looking for it to sit here,
and to take
and
up
with
the
this
whole
to come,
space.
and for it to come along here. So what we do is make 4 of those, so they'll fit in the four wings, right? So here's one I prepared earlier.
It's like with Peter.
Get those out of the way. So what I've done is I've actually put in 3 of them, so you can see what I mean. So these are the 2 wires from the bottom, which are a little bit shorter. So these are going to be the little
antennae.
Antennae, that's the word. These are the 2 longer pieces here that came from the main frame.
So a moment ago when we were looking at it, that was coming down the other way,
That's
so it's just flipped over simply.
And this sort of in between pieces from the top wing.
Okay.
So what we're actually going to do now is put in this section.
Oh, the finishing
So this goes
spiral.
in here, and I'll show you how to wrap that in. And it's exactly obviously the same for all 4.
For that,
this is the 0.6 that I've used to wrap them on. So I'll show you how we do that. Right, so if you just take this, hold it in place, and again you want to shape it so that it's sort of
all going down,
all goes into the same direction. just hold that. Take a few small pieces of the 0.6 and wrap. It will slide around a bit until you actually get that secured. You can bring that pretty tight in there.
And roughly how many times is it? Sort of 3 times you
I've done
round?
it 3 times.
So if you're sitting at home and you've already got your 1 mil and your 0.4, I believe. 0.4 was it?
0.6.
You could start doing this already. Doesn't matter if it's different colours, doesn't it?
No, that's right. So when you've got to that stage and you've wrapped it around 3 times, what I do is take the chain nose pliers and just squash it down.
Right.
And that will sort of secure that.
Secure it and hold it in place.
Just push those together. And then, whoops, snip these. And these are my flush cutter pliers that I got from JM a couple of weeks ago, and they're amazing. Love them. Right, so we just snip that off. But again, just take the pliers and just squash it down just so that there's no sharp edges. Right? And then we do the same to the top section. I have to just manoeuvre it around a little bit so that you can get it into. Let me just find where we are. There we are.
And just to let you know, I do apologise still if you're having any trouble on the web. I know Surrey and Middlesex have managed to check theirs out. Kuma and Curie, I hope I said that right, or maybe you took the time to call us. It's a free phone number, and I'm sorry to stress this to you, but I know so many of you are getting a little bit, well, I would be a little bit frustrated, so please accept my sincere apologies. There are delays on the web. I'm going to repeat the phone number, just 0800 644 655. If you are watching on the web, it's a completely free phone number. Any of the codes that you've got, the call centre will be able to help you with them. If you can see them in your basket, they can get them for you, and they can it can still be a sort of web bid. They can do it for you via the phone lines, and the price points are still there for you. I know a lot of you were missing out on the sapphires because you couldn't check it out in your baskets, so please be aware there are still some available. Don't worry too much, but if you could call us, I know it might inconvenience you, and for that I do apologise, but on this occasion, if you want to make sure you get them, we still have them for you. We'd love to help via the phone line, and as soon as the web's fixed, we will let you know, but at the moment it looks like it's still down. Thank you for letting us know. I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Right, no, that's fine. So we've secured the 2 side sections, and now what we're going to do is secure the end here.
Right.
And what we're going to do, use a longer piece. We need a longer piece of the 0.6 for this. Right, let me just have a think. Okay, so if we wrap that around, and we need the longer piece because this is what we're actually going to secure the stone with.
Oh right, okay, because I was wondering about that. I was thinking it's beautiful on its own, but we've still got the stones to add in as well.
Right, go crazy.
Well, you've got plenty of wire.
And then cut off the shorter piece, but leave the longer piece on this particular.
So that's on the one on the outside. So
on the outside,
the third one on each one.
Yeah.
You leave that extra
leave
bit
that
of
little
the
extra little bit of wire. And then what I did is, I'll turn it back over. They will still move around a little bit until you sort of
secure your gems.
Until they're secure. If you square that off. And then what I did is come back around and don't capture the spiral in the middle. Just and push it there. So that then means that the wire is behind the spiral, so the stone will sit a little bit more secure.
Ah, okay.
If you go straight from here, the stone will slip all the way to the edge.
Right, so it's given it almost like a little stopper.
Yeah. So as you can see, each one of them has got a little section next to them. Right, so we're at that stage. So now we've got our 6 pieces of wire, sort of all going
up the way.
Now, what we need to do is turn it over and start putting in. Do you want to select the stones that we put in?
Am I allowed?
You go for that one.
I'm so easily pleased, Janet.
Let me have a look. See, that will go in that way, but it won't go in that way. What's going on?
Have I chosen a bad one?
No, it's it will go that way. We'll just try another one just for ease. I would spend some time. There you go. That's better. Right, so then just
I have a tendency of making things break. It's probably me, to be fair.
Drop the stone onto the 0.6, so you're there. Then you can see the stone then.
Oh gosh, it's
behind the spiral. And then what I did is just take the 0.6 and wrap it around the wing that you're working on. Wrap it around there. Don't worry if it sort of pulls it out of shape. We're going to secure it all up in a second.
So that's almost in the sort of 2 grooves that you created at the top of the
right
petal
at the very
shapes.
top of the petal shapes of the wings, do that. And then I just sort of, to keep the wire sort of straight, and just kink that in a little way, just to keep the wire, keep the stone in the centre there. So then your stone is fitted in there. So if I quickly do the others, is that okay?
Secured already?
That'll be secure, but what we're going to do with the bottom ones sit perfect. They're fine as they are. We are going to wrap the wire around a little bit more.
Okay.
The bottom ones sit perfect. The top ones tended to move around a little bit.
Okay.
So I do something else with the top ones just to sort of secure them. But I'll show you that when we...
I chose that one because I thought they looked similar colour.
Yes.
Similar tone.
Right, so again, push that down to the edge.
This is amazing.
Just try not to get your wires too tangled.
Yep.
Should be fine. And again, just sort of wrap that over. Sorry, can you see that? My hand's in the way, but there. Wrap that, pull that in, and as you see, it pulls
makes it
together.
so neat, doesn't it?
Yeah. So if we leave that there, and then with this little section here, you can just sort of kink that wire over a little bit so it sits in the middle. So as you say, those two, because it's sort of like that, they sit perfect. Sorry. They sort of hang, so they sit great in
they do as well.
as they are.
Thank you so much for joining us. So many of you have actually already confirmed on this. Quite a few, it seems to be web bids that are coming through as well, whether it being you've taken the time to call us on that free phone number 0800 644 655, and if you've joined us on that already, it'll still come up as a web address, so thank you for that. We've had a couple of messages saying it's back up and working, so thank you for that, but we are still sort of working behind the scenes. So if you are successful coming through on the web and you're able to let us know, that would be great, because I can see some web bids coming through, but it could just be it's called through and then via your web account your name has come up. So just to make sure we're sorted for everybody, because I don't want to let anybody down today, because we don't have that many available now. I think, how many have we got? Less than how many? We're doing some maths. Pip's doing some maths. So we've got about 24 left of the bundles. That, of course, if you want to get a hold of the gemstones, which there, as you can see, will make at least 4 pendants of the butterfly, 3 pendants of the butterfly, as well as the drop pendant and the earrings and the centre of the bracelet that Janet made as well. It goes a long, long way, this bundle, doesn't it? And at £12.95 for 4 strands, when it's supposed to be £18.30 on the web price, which not only did Pip tell me, but I did calculate myself. Oh yes, I did, but I didn't need to.
Right, so what I've done is I've put all 4 in, so all 4 are in there now. And we've got these little bits of spare sort of wire, and then just spend a little time sort of working out.
And that's the thicker wire we're looking at that you're moving just now. It's the 1 mil.
The 1 mil. So those I'm just sort of working out. So these 2 here are the main frame. These 2 pieces are from the top swirls, which we're going to use now, and those 2 are the antennae, right? So take these pieces that you've just used, and then wrap them around, just to sort of
in the middle. You're
just
going
to sort
for
of
now.
pull the body together, and you can just snip them off, because all this is going to be covered. Sorry if that caught anybody.
Oh, you're fine.
Right.
It's always good actually to see who's going to catch. It's part of the fun.
Yeah. Right, so I'll just do that quickly.
The middle and the bottom.
Through the middle.
Oh, and then round the middle.
Yeah,
so it's north and south and then east and west. It's all over.
Just to give it a little bit of, and again, I mean, it looks a bit messy in the middle, but you're not going to see that, because the woven part of the pendant will hide that. Oops, sorry. There you go. Right, so I'll just snip that off. Right, so now we're at that section. So we've got that little massive wire in the middle, and we've got these 2 sections here. So if we turn it over, as I say, these 2 bottom ones will sit perfect. They've got a tendency to sort of flop down. What I did is the wire from this section, which is this, so that's sort of like your mid-length one, bring that around and do the same with that one. Try and keep them as much the same as you can, and then I just spiraled those.
Oh, so you spiral the back as well?
That one's actually probably a little bit different because I didn't leave too much but the same sort of principle. So just spiral those, and then you can sort of secure those to the frame, and that will stop the back of the butterfly. Not a very neat spiral.
Sort of the web issues that were our fault, and we have got them rectified now, but we want to apologise. It will be available on YouTube for you later on. As soon as it finishes, about 1:30, we'll try and get that uploaded as soon as we can, and that'll be designer inspiration with Janet Dwyer, sorry. So you'll see that, you'll be able to know which one, and it'll be today's most recent upload, so you'll see that there. I think a lot of people missed it, unfortunately. Well, just the first half, only those watching on the web, unfortunately.
Okay.
So I just wanted to put it next to it just so people could get the idea. Is that allowed?
Yeah, that's fine. So these are a little bit longer. I left these longer. These were a bit short, so what I did is I just secured on the frame and caught that and secured on the other side, just so that it's got a bit of a backing so that it doesn't sort of move around. I just put a few little kinks in there just to make the wire look a bit pretty.
Yeah. And that's the back. Gosh, that's attention.
Now, but you would do exactly the same. Just sort of get a piece of 0.6, attach it somewhere on the frame, catch that that loop, go across to the other side and secure it there, just so that that stone isn't going to move. And then you've got that little bit of detail as well on the back.
Front and back.
Yeah. Right. So now what we've got.
And that's only on the top two, isn't it? Because
just
the
on the
bottom
top
two
two
are secured.
The bottom two, they don't move. They're fine. Because I think just because the way they're hanging.
Yeah.
Right. So now we've got these two here, and now we've got the two larger ones. So if we just move the petals out, wings. Bring these two together.
Because I call them petals, it's my fault.
Bring those two near to the front. Actually, sorry. Bring that one round to the back. There. So those are going to be the two tendrils. And there. This little section here that I've just brought forward, the two longer pieces from the main frame, are actually going to be the body. So what we're going to do, we're going to weave those and then wrap it around and come up and actually make the bail from that as well. So to do that, just bring those two together like that.
Now, just before you start that, no problem, just quickly, for those of you who missed any of the pieces, I know you wanted the codes, you've asked for the codes. So I'm just going to, we're going to get back to Janet's design. So which one should we go for first? I've got the Iolite quickly, really quickly. I'm so sorry to take away from this, Janet.
No, that's fine, don't worry.
But I know you've been messaging in, so thank you for that. Just to let you know, so everybody's got the code. Your last chance on these, RU 34 for 140 carats of your Iolite. There's not many left. I know a lot of you have them in your web baskets, which is why we're letting you know. Price point's going to come in for you. To call us, it's 0800 644 655. There's a lot in web baskets, but of course, unfortunately, there's been sort of web difficulty. So RU 34, and that was $19.95. You can call us on that free phone number for that one. Alrighty, we'll go for the sapphires. Well, I just pick them up. Is that a little bit easier? There's a lot of you who wanted to get the sapphires or pink sapphires. They went to a magnificent price point, huge carat weight. I'm saying pink sapphires because it's so exciting to see them, but there are the white sapphires in there, the hot pinks, the baby pinks. MW, there's only 6 left of these now, MW RU85, and they were at $11.95 for a full 20 centimetre strand, and they're from 5x3mm pair to 7x5mm pair. So that's MW RU85, $11.95. Now there's only 5 of them left. Be as quick as you can. Sorry to rush you. And that's 0800 644. Jump to your green Aventurine, which are the 7 carats for you. Your 2mm faceted. Really quickly on these. I've only got 4 more strands to show you, and we'll get back to Janet. So 7 carats here, 2mm of genuine faceted Aventurine. TC GP 45. A lot of these are in web baskets, so just to make sure you get them at $4.95. I'm not surprised. Sort of add-on price with our green with envy hour still to come later on. Obviously, if you're joining us on the web later on, you'll miss that, unfortunately, but it's coming up within our live show today. $4.95 on that one. TGCP, and that was for you $45. And jump to the amethyst nuggets, which will go with an amethyst jewel that's coming up. Big. Got the single figures of these left now as well. 180 carats UTRU81. They went to $14.95. Huge carat weight, 18 centimetre strands, 14x10mm nuggets, all the way up to the central, which are roughly 28x18mm nuggets. They are there available, but single figures of these available now. UTRU81 still available for you, but just try and get a wee shimmy on to make sure you do definitely get them if they're in your baskets. black rondelle quartz. I've got 2 more after this, and then we're back to Janet's design because I'm excited to get back to it too. You can tell by me running on the spot. GP28 250. Now I cannot believe it. It went to $6.95 on this one. 11 by 8 millimeter for your tubes. We all get very excited about these, and I have about just less than 20 of these. Is it? Less than 20 of these available for you now. They've been proved to be very, very popular. And the free phone number 0800 644 655, the code GBGP28 on that. And just 2 more strands, quickly jump in. Is it the quartz, serpentine? Oh, it was a 50-50 chance. It was one or the other and I got it wrong. We've got your serpentine. This looks like, does it make you think of key lime pie?
Yeah, it looks like lime ice cream, or you get
oh,
cream.
Yes. There's a wee shop in Stratford-upon-Avon that's, they do sort of gelato, and it's open till 9 o'clock at night, and they do every flavour under the sun. 300 carats, open till like 9 o'clock at night. You get big slabs of gelato. I'm going to go and see if they have lemon. Oh, sorry, lime even. FCGP07. Oh, when I get talking about food, I get carried away. £4.95. Even our boss hasn't been able to get his hands on any of this yet. It's only Jewellery Maker that's got it. Our sister channel Gems and Rocks TV that goes live to America. We don't have this. So for 300 carats of a gem, we can't even offer to you in our sister channel, never mind on the high street. Janet's not had the opportunity to work with. I've not had the opportunity to work with other than on Jewellery Maker, so it's a really, really good buy on this one at $4.95. FCGP07 and 0800 6. So sorry about this. I just want to make sure, because there was some difficulties. I feel bad if you miss out, and if I can help in any way, always let us know. These are wonderful quartz. They've almost got a sort of glow to them that you would expect, and it sounds really crazy, that you would expect from moonstones, almost sort of blues now and again. Sort of shimmering. And as Janet said when I had them at the other side of the studio, they're ever so luscious, aren't they?
They're gorgeous. And they do
really
pick up the colours from around as well. They're picking up the pink of that board.
It must be because I was over near the blue stand earlier. $5.95, an essential to your jewellery making. Absolutely. 85 carats, EBGP55 on this one. All the colours.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Oh, you can have so much fun with this one. $5.95. Call us on that 0800 644 655. Now it's back to the butterfly.
Okay, so we're at this section now.
Thank you, Janet.
No, that's no problem. So these two longer wires that came from the main frame, what I've done is just brought them to the front and just sort of shaped them. If I had to show you there, just sort of shape them out a little bit so that you've got a bit of a little fat body in the middle. So what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it sort of in that sort of shape. So if you take the 0.6.
Now, I know you mentioned the 0.6. We've just had a text message in, and thank you for that. Not entirely. Should you be working? But they were asking, are you able to do the swirl with does it have to be 1 mil? Does it have to be 0.6? Does it matter if you use a different size of wire for the swirls? Is that correct? That's myth. Yeah.
No, I think you could use. Actually, for the actual main swirl, personally I would use the 0.6.
Oh, the 0.6.
The 0.6.
Right.
Sorry. You could use down to a 0.6 for the swirls.
Right, but no
for the
less.
main frame, I would say the 1 mil.
Stick
really.
with your 1 mil.
And for the weaving, you could go down to a 0.4, 0.25 even. You know, so
right.
you can do it with various different sizes.
And I'm just going to bring this in because I just had a wee message regarding just setting the top two. So again, you just wrapped it round as you did earlier.
Yeah. On this one, if I show you on this one because it's not done, what I would do is wrap on the edge of the frame here, then catch the wire through this little loop, so it comes up there through the loop, down to this section and capture the wire there, so that then pulls this section down as it has on this one.
So if I shimmy this in.
Okay, sorry.
No. If I shimmy the back of it in, you can see, so you've just wrapped it here as you were wrapping earlier on, and then just looped through, just caught through there, and then wrapped on the other side, and then obviously you can't see that because you've finished the body, which is what we're about to do now.
But if you actually do leave a longer piece of wire and do a full spiral, you could just attach it, the edge of that spiral to the edge of the other of the frame.
Right.
So
Okay.
you could do that different ways.
Because you might come up with an idea while you're doing it. You might think, oh, actually, I just slip that through there and there.
And I think that's
secure.
That's the thing. I think we come up with a design and show you how we do it, but then people, when they start doing it, they find ways, their own way of doing things.
And you might have a sort of knack that you've come up with that always works with the way you work, as you said.
Okay. Right. So we've got this body shape that we're going to wrap now. So if we just sort of attach the 0.6 to one of them. Just wrap that round a couple of times, just to secure that. Sorry if I just get there.
And just so you know, that wire was up at what, 47.95, my memory serves me correctly? 47.90 on 5p over. Ooh. 47.90 it is. If you wanted to buy the two reels separately on the web, we've taken them down to 29.95, and this is the two wires, the 0.6 and the 1 mil. There are 17 in baskets just now on the web. Good luck on that. Best of luck. Do try and check it out when you can. Fabulous. It's the exact same wire that Janet's using, and it is getting very low in stock, as I'm sure you can imagine. Everybody wants to do Janet's designs. Right, so what we do then, I've just attached the 0.6 to one of the wires. Okay. Just wrap that round a couple of times, and then I'm going to capture the second wire. When you first start off, it's sort of a bit, it's difficult to sort of get going. And then what I did for just do a couple of wraps around, and you can literally do that all the way along if you want to. But every now and again, try and wrap it round twice, just so that it sort of secures it, so it doesn't sort of come out of shape. Because if you just wrap it around one side twice, yeah, and then maybe the next time once you're done, you figure out wrap it around the other side twice. Yeah, if you just do the figure of 8, the wires can tend to slip into the middle. Oh, okay. Right, so, and it is simply that then. It's just simply decide what sort of weave you want. I mean, you can do a different one. So again, I've just done a couple of them, just the figure of 8, and then wrapped around there just to secure that. Yeah, because as you say, it might sort of slip up and down, and but if you wrap it, prevents that from happening. Hold it in place. Now I've only got a short piece here, but what I would do is you get a really long piece, because you want to make sure that you can go all the way to the end. All the way to the end. But what I'll do is so you just continue that really. Yep. What I'll do is I'll just go as far as we need to go, just sort of doing it like this roughly. Obviously you'll be able to have your time. You won't be live on the daily trying to fit it into a wee space and where a camera can catch it. So what we're looking at doing is wrapping so that body then will fit in there. So a little bit. So that's the effect then that you're looking for. So when you get to this, and then tighten it up a little bit towards the bottom, right? And then that will fit through here. So this, imagine this is woven to here, and then that's it. So that's the front body sorted, and then you simply hold that and twist it around, and then do exactly the same on the reverse. So then open them out, and obviously if you've got a long piece of wire, you'll just continue with that wire that you've got. Because it doesn't matter if you cut it far too long, because you can just put it back onto the reel, can't you? Yeah. So it's better always to cut more, as you say, just cut as long as you want, because you've got 100 metres, so you're not going to be maybe don't. But then if you do cut it short, we'll cut that bit off and I'll show you what I mean. If you do sort of run out, and you think, oh, I'm there, you just start again. Yeah. Just put another piece on, but trial and error. Yeah. I mean, some people might not want to work with sort of a really long piece, so they might find it easier. They might feel happier doing bit by bit, or maybe if they can't do it all in one day, come back to another day and then start. That's right. Right. So on this back section, what we'll do is we would wrap it over and then do exactly the same again. So with the 2 to one side, and then sort of figure of 8, and then the 2 in the other. That's right. Perfect. So just do exactly the same. Shape it so you know sort of roughly where you're aiming for. The body. So that's going to be on this one. I left a little bit of a tail at the bottom. I think what I did is I wrapped it all first and then bent it round. Right. But you know, either or, it's as good as either way. So with this one, what I'll do is I'll just roughly sort of wrap these and show you how we get to the bail section. Right. So there we go. Right. So what you would do is you would not tangle it up like that. Right, so you would wrap that then all the way along to the top little section here. And then when you get to the top, make sure you sort of come in a little bit so that it's a bit thinner there. And make his body a little bit fatter there so it hides all the gubbins. And just sorry, Janet, this happened with Mark the other night. Every time I have a guest designer, the computer breaks or the web breaks. We've had lots of messages to say it's working, but we've also had a couple of messages to say it's not. Can you just let us know exactly what's not working? Can you hear us, or can you see us, or have you got neither, or is it you can't check out in the web? So let us know if it's a web stream or if it's sort of on the website that's not working. So if you could let us know in the jewellery message box on JewelleryMaker.com whether it's that you can see us but you can't hear us, whether you can hear us, well then that's not going to work because you can't be able to tell us because you're not hearing when I'm asking. But if you can hear me, let me know if it's the sort of live stream that's down or if it's that you can't check out of your basket, if that's okay. Sorry again, and sorry Janet.
No, that's no
what a
problem.
day, what a day.
So we've gone along there. This would be all woven, and then we flipped on exactly the same this side. Obviously a lot neater than this. So
Yes,
you would
of
fill
course.
that in and go to this section here. So when you get to the top bit here, work it so that you're actually in. It actually goes into sort of a bit of a point there. And then you've got this little section of wire left over. So just simply then bring that around and capture the two antennae as well. So wrap that around that section so that then secures that section.
I'll move that out of the way, is it in your way?
Okay, sorry. There you go. So you secure both of those together with this one piece of wire that you've got here. And then what you can do these at this stage. So then just
So you're
simply
doing your antennae.
make a little swirl on the end of the shorter pieces. There you go. So there's your little antennae. I would push that further down. I wouldn't have wrapped that quite so high up.
That was my fault. I was just talking away and then you was just giving you time to wrap, wasn't it?
So what I would do is make that little bit lower, and then these two long pieces that we've got here, these are going to be the bail.
Ah, yes.
So what we then do, we've got the wire there already, so again it's simply start wrapping on the bail.
So it's the same way you wrap for the body, for the front, and then for the back.
Just continue.
And then now with the
Just
same
continue
pieces,
that.
you continue onto the bail.
And just decide sort of how wide that you want your bail. Again, this is a little bit short. And and that's it. So you simply continue that wrap all the way up the bail.
I guess it's as long as short as you want your bail, really, isn't
As
it?
big as you want your bail, just continue that up, and then when you've got to a point where you think that's long enough, secure it by just wrapping around a couple of times, cut it off, and just snip that off, and then just get the flat nose pliers and just rub it around so there's no sharp edges.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would be sort of up at this section here.
Yep.
So then, if we imagine that we've wrapped to about here, then cut past that a centimetre or two and cut them off. So now we'll have fabulous swirls. I just took the swirls on the ends, and the same on that one.
Oh yes.
And then it's woven. So I wrap this down to where the weaving would be, and then simply
to give you that, isn't it?
so you're woven all the way down to where the swirl is, and then it's just simply wrap it over, because that'll be
solid.
Yeah, you could actually go around something. If you use the bow nose pliers, it's probably a little bit better. You get a better shape there. And then what I did without the weaving on it.
Yeah, but it gives you time, because we've got about, I think, 8-9 minutes left to try and get into the necklace. So it means.
But then what I would say is, with this, what I did is I did that, but you can then open that and take it off that if you want to, and drop it onto something else. But this is strong enough as it is, as that bail is, to hold.
Open and to release.
Yeah. So again, just put that on, turn it over, squeeze them together, and position that, and there you go.
That's magnificent.
So do you want me to sort of go through it?
Yeah, well, we've got about
excuse me,
8-9 minutes. So I don't know how long it takes to make it. So I imagine you won't have as much time. But of course, you're going to have plenty and much more time than Janet. And Janet's had less time than normal today, unfortunately, because of the website difficulties. And for that, I have to thank you, Janet. You're being ever so patient with us, and thank you for that. And to yourselves, Pip saying, "I love you, Janet."
Oh, I love you too, Pip.
That's our director, if you're just tuning in. So normally the wire that Janet's using, the 1mm and the 0.6mm, if you wanted to get them separately on the web, they're coming in at £47.90. But today we've got them for £29.95. Janet's not using using any new wire. She's still using the same reels that she had from previously. And just to give you an idea of how to make this necklace, and unfortunately we're having to rush Janet, bless her. She's doing a fabulous job as always. It looks for me very, very fancy. It looks to me like it would take hours. It would probably take me hours.
Excuse me.
But if we talk through it, then at least you know how to begin and to start.
Sorry.
Do you want some water? Are you doing what happened to me earlier? I got a wee cough earlier.
I'm okay. Oh, can I just take a sip of water?
Yes, of course, no, please. I will show how it works. Could you imagine? In fact, how about we have a look at the other designs that Janet created, because it wasn't just this isn't all that Janet created, goodness me. You would think it would be this beautiful necklace incorporating the shells and the wonderful lemon quartz nuggets. Then this drop pendant, using again those swirls that Janet so fabulously shown us to us earlier, incorporating different gemstones. Then those same swirls again. So that wonderful run, it's almost a smiley face there actually, the way I'm looking at it from upside down. And then the earrings, all of this coming from that one bundle and just those 2 sets of wires. And hopefully,
sorry.
No,
yeah,
don't
I'm fine
apologise.
now.
And my face.
Okay, so we took 3 sections of the 1 mil wire.
Yep.
Find sort of the centre points and wrap them together. Try and keep them sort of square. There you go. Oops. I'll just do it quickly.
Yes, of course.
There we go. So we're at that section there, and then these 3 pieces were simply shaped.
Perfect.
Shaped like that, and then caught together at the end. These are not long enough, but then when we get to the end of them, just sort of capture them how you want them. Sort of. Let's have a look. You have to bend them a little bit just to sort of get that effect, and then wrap them with some wire. And
would it be the 1 mil wire you would use to wrap them at the top?
Yeah. It's a bit
So I'll just show you that there so you can see that's the wire you were talking about, the wrapping layer.
So catch the 3 together, use the centre one, just loop it over, and then wrap one of the wires around, and then use the other one to make the hook. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So from this centre point, so that side is the 3 sections.
Sweeping.
This side. Right, what we do now is, again, the woven technique. So, if I just get that going, so that it's a bit more secure, there. Shape them out, 3 of them, come around 1, there.
Which is a slightly unfair disadvantage even.
And then when you come back, go underneath the middle one, so it's underneath that one, around the outside one, and then you're back on the top, so over the middle one, around the outside one, and back there. So under the middle one, around the outside one, a little bit bendy, and over. So what I did, I repeated that until I'd got a section that I was happy with.
Okay.
Okay. So there. So we've got that. So if we just imagine that is woven more than we've
so maybe
got.
What, say about an inch maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did sort of.
Oh yes, here we go. So you
inch
can
and a
see.
bit, I think, or something on there.
That's just over about an inch there.
So then, what I did was bring them back together, wrap it around, try and keep them square, and just wrap. And that was it. It was simply that.
Janet's wrapping is so tight and neat. I actually thought she'd used a gizmo. I was asking, I said, how did you create this? Was this a gizmo? And Janet was, well, as you said, just explain, just simple, tight
you just hold
wrapping.
the 3, and I'd suggest holding the 3 together so that they don't sort of squeeze together, bunch together. So you want to keep them flat, and then what you can do is just push that together, and then continue wrapping. And then I did the loop on the end. So I just did that then all the way along the frame. And then when I got to the end, what I did is I made a little loop on one. This is exactly the same as the other side. So if I just show you quickly.
Yep, you've got time to.
Okay. So
make 3 minutes.
Make a little loop on that end, just to stop the wire sort of moving around. And then take the outside one. You can see that. Take the outside one and actually hold it with the take the outside one and wrap it around. Again, a lot neater than I'm doing. So you wrap that round so that that's secure.
Well, in fact,
so
that's
you've
that
got
side we're
that
doing,
side.
isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got the little loop that we've created just as a stopper to stop the wire sliding.
That's there.
The other one is wrapped around here, this section here, and the loop is made from this piece here, the longer bit. And again, if we use the bow nose pliers, if we just hold that in there, wrap that around. Sorry, I'm
moving out your way.
Wrap that in there, and then wrap that around. I haven't left enough wire on there, but that's it. So what you do is wrap it around, wrap this around here to secure it and make it neat. But always make a little loop with one of the wires because it just stops it from sliding up and down.
Ah, perfect.
And then so wrap it there, wrap that round, and that's
that becomes
basically
your,
it, really.
your
yeah.
link to then hook in here.
So that's the quick version.
Well, goodness me,
it took me a bit longer than 3 minutes.
I don't know how you managed to do that ever so quickly.
But that's the idea. That's the basic idea. And obviously you just do it on a full scale.
And if you have any questions about it, you can always drop us a wee message. You can always let us know. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I've got a Facebook page, Janet Dwyer.
Janet Dwyer, so Janet doesn't mind you joining our Facebook page. So if you do watch today, and because of course some of the technical side of the necklace, just ask away, all right? And if you don't find Janet's page, my name's Ali Defoy. I'm on there as well. I'm sure it'll be easy to find it. But I'll when I finish today, I'll pop it on my page as well, so you'll be able to find it. All right, what was that? Sorry, we've not got much of the wire left, so if you've got the code PGGC82 down to £29.95, that's a saving of over £10 on this one. It's usually 47.90 pence just to get them individually. I know, 90 pence just to get them individually on the web. If you wanted to get the two reels separately, it's 1 mil and 0.6, and then the bundle's pretty much gone. 10 left, last 9. Wow. Do talk to the call centre. Free phone number on that. Janet, thank you, and we will be joining you again. Break.
Many thanks for all of your support of our bike ride to Arusha. We got there quicker than we thought. In fact, we got back quicker than we thought. So now we're going to cycle all the way to the Saurite mines in Turkey. When we do go back to Redditch this time, this will definitely be the end of the cycle ride. Thank you for all of your support so far, and for every time you've donated, I'm going to put you into a draw, and at the end of that draw, we're going to offer one lucky winner the chance to own a beautiful Saurite ring.
Our standard delivery is now only £2.95 per day, regardless of how many pieces of jewellery are added to your order. Delivery takes between 4 to 6 working days, and if you want your jewellery quicker, simply speak to our call centre about our premium delivery service. Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities, each of our me to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. We are always filming new DVDs with our specialist guest designers, so visit our website for more information.
Jewellery Maker is part of the Genuine Gemstone Company for a reason. If we're going to offer you gemstones, then they have to be genuine. But the only way we can guarantee that is by getting a lab test. This guarantees that you're going to get genuine gemstones, and that's exactly what you deserve.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. from Miss It Miss Out show, where we'll have end of line, last in stock and low prices. The Miss It Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Hello and welcome to Jewellery Maker. I'm Ali Defoy. It's wonderful to be back with you today. Goodness me, we've had a whole hour, or an hour and a half should I say, and a whole hour, yes, well we could call it a whole hour of pure chaos with the website, bless you. Our Janet's doing a tremendous job. I don't know how she managed to do that under all that pressure. A true superstar we have as our guest designer, Janet Dwyer, with us. We've got another hour with her, oh yes, in about 25 moments time. We're going to be joining her again from 3 till 4. So, oh my goodness, there's so many treats to come. And just to let you know, if the website isn't working from now on, let us know. It's apparently all fixed now. If it's not for you, if you could, it might help to try and close the window and exit the website and then sort of click back on, whether you use Safari or whether you use sort of Firefox, click back in, put the address in again, jewellerymaker.com, and see if that helps. If you sort of exit the browser and then go back into it, that might help. It just might be a wee problem with the browser. And then if it's still not working after all of that, then message us again to get this fixed for you. But for some people it's working at the moment, so if it's not working for you, it might just be to do with the browser needing to be closed and then reopened again. Alright, I hope that's alright, and thank you for your patience. Goodness me. Just to let you know now, I didn't say this to you in the very first hour, but if you join me from 1 o'clock to about 1:30, all the strands that I offered to you were one-hit wonders, as in they'd only ever been seen once before. That's the only time they'd ever been seen. So if you did have them in your basket, that will be the last chance you're going to get to have them. So do try and check them out. And of course on the phone line, the free phone number 0800 644 655. I should have said that to you at the time. My apologies. I was as Janet was earlier, I think there's something in the ear in here, trying to choke at the start of the hour. And it went out of my head, so I do apologise. Anything you saw in the first half hour were all one chance, what they'd been seen once before. That was the last chance we had. It is Tool It Up. Oh yeah, Tool Top Up, sorry. Oh no, I just made it up. I thought it said Tool It Up there, and I was like, it's a new one. Tool Top Up even. If Ali could read, this would work. Right, so I have for you your chasing hammer. I also have your hammer block. Oh gosh, that's quite heavy, isn't it? Still for $2.95 in one post and packaging. You're going to get it. It's really heavy. Oh goodness, make sure you get a good hand of this when you pick it up. I don't want you breaking your nails if you. Oh gosh, yes, that is weighty. Oh yes, it's a solid steel block, 4mm for you by 4 by 4 by 5, or by 0.5. Sorry. Can I get it out? Well, I think there's no point in me showing you a box. A box is great, but let's see what it does, or see what's in it. The box probably isn't going to do much. Right, so you have with it, it's almost like a little mini pencil case for your tool mandrel. It feels quite like leather actually. And it's got a wee zip on it. You've got your mandrel here, so if you do wish to make some rings, which I know our Janet, as you saw earlier, with that crazy agate, she did make a beautiful wrap ring with that. You might decide you want to choose what size you're going for. It does say gems on it, please excuse it. That's our sister channel, which I've just jumped ship from, to come and join you in the night shift here, opposite Ed's. And this is giving you a great idea. Or do you use a ring mandrel when you're making your rings?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I've got 2 or 3 of them. Well, I keep one in my bag just in case. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Called upon.
Always prepared.
Yeah, I keep one in a work box that I use at craft fairs.
Okay.
And I keep one in the room that I work in.
Oh.
I'm just greedy, really.
No, that's a really good idea, because I was just thinking, are they different sizes or no? But you've got your one and you go for it. What do you find if you were making a ring? I know in our sister channel, when we were auctioning them, the average size was thought to be a size N. If you were sort of having a craft fair, what sort of sizes would you make on as an average ring? Is there one particular size you would go with?
Well, I'd try and make a variety. I'd make sort of like around the ends, that sort of average size.
Right.
Then I'd make some smaller, some larger.
So maybe some J to Ks, maybe some ends,
make
and then
a
some
complete
L to M.
variety of them.
A variety.
And I have them in boxes, and people.
That's a good idea.
But also take a selection of gemstones with you and make them to order.
Make them to order. There you go. Because we're all as quick at making jewellery as Janet. Could you imagine? It's going to be oily.
Yeah. Oh.
See, I told you. Just from that, you can hear it also has oil on it, so it doesn't corrode. Thank you for that. So you got your hammer, and you've got your. You got your block. If I had a hammer, and then you. I told you I know all about the jewellery, all about the gemstones, but making it, we're getting there still. I'm still a beginner, so you probably know much more than me about your making your jewellery. If I tilt it that way, can you see them all? So you have, your round nose pliers in here. Oh, the comfort grip, sorry.
Our Pip was getting really excited about this. Is this comfort grip really something extra?
Yeah.
Is this a necessity?
Well, I think if you're making a lot of jewellery,
Yep.
It's just, it sits nice in the hand, and it's nice and soft on the hand as well. So if you're making a lot, especially if you're doing a lot of wire work,
Right.
you know, it's just nice. It's a bit
It
squishy.
does.
so
I have
it's-
to say, it does feel good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it feels good. And then you were using these earlier, these ones.
Yep.
These are nylon pliers. You used them in the last design. In fact,
Yeah.
they're on your table there.
Yeah, so
it's
if
the
you
same
get-
ones. It's the
Yeah.
same ones Janet's got. There we go.
So if you're going to sort of be using them to flatten wire, use those. You're not going to mark the wire. Or if you've got a kink in your wire, you can use it to sort of straighten out the wire.
A little bit longer, are they maybe, than just the ones you would normally get in the toolkit? They seem a little bit pointier.
They seem a bit sharper, don't
Yeah,
they?
a little bit
Which
sharp,
is
a little bit
good
more
because
intricate
You can,
if you're
you
really-
can get a nice, tight, small loop if you know at the end.
So if you're really wanting to get sort of take your jewellery making to another level, and if you want to get that sort of intricate design, intricate finish, you get a little bit of a sharper point on these. Not sharp by any means, but sort of more detail or more intricate to make more detail. So you will need to be quick on this one, I'm being told. KOGC 91 on these. So these are for if you want to take your jewellery making to the next level. If you want to sort of elevate your hobby into an actual business, a small business, these would be perfect to start with and to add to maybe tools that you've already got. So the price we should be paying is about to come in. This is what you could pay if you wanted to buy all pieces individually on the way. That's awesome. 60, sorry. Janet, do you not think elsewhere is that pretty?
That's fabulous.
But he wants to go down.
You can pay £15 per plier.
£15 per
places.
plier.
Yeah.
£15 per plier. So
Yeah.
you've got with that price £24.95 we've taken it to. So that's what, one plier and the block maybe? Saying the block was about £10. That's fabulous. Oh my goodness, and you actually get the little stand as well. Oh yeah, I didn't just show you this stand and then not allow you to actually have it. You're gonna get this as well. Everything I'm showing to you here, you will get it all. So you get your pliers.
Oh, that includes the hammer as well, and you
get the hammer, and you get the block. You get it all. How much? Roughly, if we split that up, it'd be about £3.11. £3.11 for all of it individually. Your chain nose pliers with the light model, which are the round nose pliers, and the pliers which are 5mm flat nose with the comfort grip. Don't know why you get two of them. Oh, one of them's got the soft. What would you call that? Within the middle, you get your chasing hammer, your nylon coated. Sorry, in the middle of those ones. That's why it's getting two. If you get confused reading that there, and you've got your tool dot, which is a 9.5mm by 13 centimetre. 9.5 by 13 centimetre, and you get yourself the chain nose pliers and oh gosh, you get so much. The ring mandle, of course, the steel block, and you also get the little packet, I'm calling it a leather case. I don't believe it's actually leather. And the ring mandle goes from G to Z letter wise. So at £24.95, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 technical pieces. Just the hammer alone. I mean, how much would you normally pay for a hammer?
Oh,
A chasing hammer.
well, perhaps that price.
Lots and lots of you there. Tracy, Brenda, Isabel, Penelope, Elias. I hope I said that right. Norfolk Web Bids. Check it out when you can. I'm going to have to leave that with you. There's lots and lots of you there. We are getting quite limited in that. Great to see you. 0800 644 655. I will leave that with you. Only in that we've got lots and lots to fit in. We've got our Green with Envy. We're supposed to have half an hour with it at least. We're only going to get about 15 minutes with it maybe. So I'm going to. Oh gosh, that is weighty. Be careful. Just that on its own for the post and packaging is fabulous. We're going to go for our emerald. We showed you this earlier. I'm going to show it to you now. Colombian emerald. We have 4 in stock, 4 strands. That is it. So if you multi-bid on this one, it could be gone in seconds. So the code PDGZ85 as quick as you can on this one. It proved so popular. It's only been on, I think, maybe once before. That's it. It's a sort of one-stop shop. This is the one to get. It's your last chance, and there are 4 available. There was an emerald strand on last night. Over 90 were allocated. It wasn't even the showstopper. It was a star buy about 8:30. They sold out. I've only got 4 of these. Emeralds seem to be the gem that everybody's grabbing at the moment, and quite rightly so. One of the big 4, perfectly colour matched, every single one of them. You're looking at pure tone green on our sister channel, just to say that they are true, genuine Colombian emeralds. The price you can command just because they're from Colombia. You get 10 carats of genuine emeralds, 2x1 mil, 4x2 mil, under £50 for an 18 centimetre strand. How about under £40? Should we push it? Because we've had some difficulties. Should we push it under 40? In fact, no, how about we just take it all the way and go under 30? Under 30 to £29.95. But there are 3. They're going to be going quickly. If you've got them in your basket, try and check them out. 0800 644 655 is the free phone number. It doesn't cost you a penny. Nicholas, you've already got yours, great new in Colombian emeralds. I mean, you can make so many rings with that. If you wanted to split them up into beady rings, you can make it as a complete necklace. You can make it into bracelets. But either way, just to get at £29.95, one of the limited opportunities on this. Are you excited about this strand, Janet?
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't it just
Such
magnificent?
A beautiful colour.
The pure and the Pantone colour of 2013, of course, was your emeralds. 2 have gone, Kathleen and Nicholas, 1 on the web, 1 on the phone lines. If you've got it in your web basket, PDGZ85, it is a must to get it before it goes. How many were originally available? Over 100, was it? 83 were available. So in its first viewing, over 79 were allocated, leaving us 4 spaces, leaving us now 2. If you've got one, best of luck to you if you haven't, but the code on this one is PDGZ85. We'd be struggling on a sister channel to have a sort of graduated colour at $49.99. It is gems of distinction, absolutely, of course, as you know. There are 4 of you on the web. I've got Staffordshire. I'm not trying to rush you, I'm just trying to make sure you get it because I don't want you to be disappointed. We only ever had sort of 83 strands. The first the first 79 went in the live show when it was first seen. There's now 1 left. Jennifer's got hers in Staffordshire. If you want the final one, get it as soon as you can. Now, the green amethyst that I've got for you now, oh my word. Last night we had fasted green amethyst. The night before we had fasted green amethyst drops. They all sold out, everything instantly. And the minute I saw these with our producer, I said green with envy is the perfect hour to have them in. So many people missed out, unfortunately. This is your chance to get the ultimate clarity, purity. This is your Amethyst, the green variety of your amethyst here. February's birthstone, as many of you know. Calming, elegant gemstone, evening gemstone. It's best of luck to you to hopefully you'll be able to get a hold of this one. As I say, it sold out on Monday night, sold out last night on Tuesday as well. We've now got 135 carats, very similar strand. This one's actually a slightly bigger gem, I believe, slightly longer drops than what we had the other day. You're getting yourself big fasted drops, 9x5 mil to 15x6 mil. They are very, very sizable. Of course, easily coming up with words this afternoon. But for a 30, I mean, if you think about it, a 33 centimetre strand, usually you're getting an 18 centimetre strand. So for a necklace, all you need is 18 centimetres. You've got yourself a 33 centimetre complete strand. I mean, there you go. For US RU 73, I mean the luster you can see, and this is why I think everybody's after it at the moment. Perfect gem for springtime. It's February's birthstone, February's alternative. Lovely to see so many of you confirming already. The price isn't even slightly in Yorkshire, you're there as well. North Yorkshire, you're there. I've got new bidders coming through. Lanarkshire on the web. You're going to need to be quick on this one. I don't mean to rush you, but it's quite busy. Quite busy indeed. For the size of them as well, the carat weight USRU 73. What could you imagine? Out in Merseyside, you're with us as well. Lovely to see you. Oh my goodness. For $14.95. I mean, just one of them, as we were talking earlier, you could do some of that wonderful wire wrap, the sort of twisting with the wire, the lovely shapes that Janet was doing earlier. A designer who's with us today and will be joining her in about 10 minutes time to go through a next design. You might want to wrap within that as well. This is a really, really special opportunity for you to blend in. And if you did get the emeralds, could you imagine rich Colombian emeralds with the pastels of the well, I call it pre-night. I'm sorry, Bracelet, you can call it whichever you prefer. It's not wrong to call it Bracelet. It's not wrong to call it green amethyst. In the trade, in the industry, we tend to call it Bracelet. Well done. In Lancashire, you've got yourself a couple, lots of multi-bids, and adding to your order, it's only $2.95 and you get that whole carat weight. I can't believe you've managed to get that for just $14.95. Do try and get it as quickly as you can just before they sell out, because they will, because they've sold out the past 2 nights, just from experience. So popular. Now this, oh, have you heard of Tanzanite? You're probably thinking, hold on, I thought it was green with envy, but where does tanzanite come in? Can have little pieces of ruby growing on the ruby crystals growing on the surface, which is when you get ruby zoisite. You have a popular strand here, I can tell you that, and I've only been with you a couple of times over the past week, but on our sister channel, knowing how popular this strand is, and of course my producer straight away, Pip, wanted to get this in for you. You get beautiful sort of, I mean, straight away on this stone here, just so you can see, some will be more darker pinks, darker tones, lighter tones. You've got almost a sort of a baby pink growing through here. Well, it's not still growing, forming, should I say. 330 carats on this one, 10 millimeter, at least an 18 centimeter strand. If we don't mention it to you, it's 18 centimeters unless specified. Otherwise, we will let you know further than that, or an alternative size. But you can see graduating, it's got that wonderful rich velvet, sort of mossy green almost. And a great luster, great quality. And can you see in a different light situation, just in our light box, which is a box with a light in it, really complicated. You can see that it allows that luster to come through. Oh, and there's one that's just decided to come off on its own and have a wee dance on the table. Quite a thick, quite a wide hole there actually for you to fit your wire through. Quite a variety of wires you can fit through there. It's quite wide, isn't it? 10 millimeter, 6 mil through, or I reckon you could get the 1 mil. May I borrow some of Janet's wire? Would that be allowed?
Of course.
10 millimeter, so roughly an 80. We're going to get a GM ruler, which we don't have as yet, but we're talking to our executive producer Martha just the other day, and she's going to get us a GM ruler, hopefully.
That's 1 mil, 1.6.
Perfect. Oh, so we've got 1 mil and 0.6. So will we give it a go with the 0.6 first? Dun dun dun, 0.6 is working. So if you got the wire earlier, and if you haven't, try and get a hold of it when you can. Should we give it a go with the 1 mil? Let's give it a go. This is how we do, oh. With a little bit of movement. Easily, so it fits through your 1 mil, of course, easily. Your 0.6 if you can get it through the 1 mil. 595 for ruby zoisite, and of course the minute you see it's the whole shot of tanzanite, the minute you see you've got ruby crystals growing in the surface, but also if you did manage to get those beautiful amethysts, I know they're pretty much sold out now, but if you did get them and the gems together, the deep moss greens and the contrast between the luster that you get of the amethyst. Oh, green with envy is absolutely the right name for today, isn't it? So you've got, the code on this one is XFGP27. Aberdeen have got theirs, Worcestershire's got theirs, Lanarkshire, Nicholas is in on the web. Thank you very, very much for showing your interest. Best of luck to you on those. I hope you get it. I'm just going to shimmy on because I want to try and bring you as much as I can. Are we going to go for a chrome diopside? Oh, yes. 8 of them left worldwide. Now this is a gem I adore. It's a gemstone. I don't know if you're sort of interested. I think Halle Berry's a very elegant lady when she goes to award ceremonies, and I think if you think about A-listers and celebrities, if you think they can choose any gem in the world, if you think about it, to go and to wear, or maybe to borrow or to hire to wear to their sort of Grammys and the big award ceremonies and the Oscars, and chose just with a plain black gown a chrome diopside ring. And I just thought, well, if a celebrity can choose any gem in the world and they decided to use the class and sophistication, elegance of chrome diopside, that in itself, if you've never heard of it, should maybe allow you to think of the beauty and the rarity and the sophistication this gem exudes. It's a difficult gem to cut. We only get it from one location in the world, that's Siberia and Russia. It's a one location gem. It's only mined 2 months of the year, June and July. If you're really lucky, they're able to mine it in August, but other than that, it's too cold. The mining hatches that you have to go down in Siberia and Russia to mine this gemstone are sort of frozen over for the majority of the year. It's a difficult gem to cut. The reason it's called chrome diopside, it is Russian diopside. If you're wondering if it's the same, what we're offering to you. That's in fact a picture of the mine. And when it's sort of in its working condition, which is June and July, and look at it like that. Could you imagine? Gosh, a little bit of snow here and everything stops. But I have to stress to you, for 25 carats of a gem that's a one location gem that is completely natural, coloured by chromium, which is why we've called it chrome diopside in the industry, but it is Russian diopside. It only comes from Russia, what we offer to you. It's a magnificent quality. Do you know the average size of this gemstone is 0.15, 15 millimetre. 0.15 is the average size of this. Oh, sorry, 15 points even, 0.15. It's because I was talking about the gauge of the wire a minute ago. 15 points is the average carat weight of this gemstone. And you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Your price is coming in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You've got about 33 of these in this one strand for 25 carats for $29.95. Can I ask you, have you got a question? Have you got a calculator there? Oh, it's moving! Have you got a calculator there? £20.95. Can you divide that by 33 for me? Because the average carat weight on these stones are about 15 points. 63, oh, not 63 points. Oh, did you not do it by 20? Can you do it for carat weight wise for me? So carat weight is 25, so if you divide that by 33 stones, which is what I've got here. Not points at 17. Are you serious? You cannot do this. We hardly even these stones at 50 points. Never mean 75. That's 3/4 of a carat per stone. These are huge. You seriously have not just taken. Are you aware of how rare this gemstone is? You are. So you're quite happy at £20.95 for 3/4 of a carat strand, 3/4 of a carat gems. There's one strand left. I'm not surprised. And if you don't get it, I'm involved. I have to get this. I hope we haven't. Please remember, our prices are trade prices. But even that, I hope I haven't devalued that for you. We in no way try to imply a value worth the first. Wow, wow, wow. Did I mention wow? Aventurine, where are we going? Ones earlier, the 7 carat what? The 7 carat 2mm rounds faceted. Here's the 4mm rounds to go. Oh, they would go wonderful together. You're actually getting a slightly pastel tone compared to the round ones that we had of 2mm. They had a darker tone to those. They would be lovely to wear together. Really pretty to work with, faceted every single one. The adventurescence of your Aventurine is definitely coming through here. So the code on this one is JTGP36 on it. Sorry, JTGP36. I say Jai and you say J. Potato, potato, leave me be. I do apologise if you didn't understand. I meant 836. As quick as you can, your price is coming in. 0800 655. Whoa! I'm going to be crying. Yes, it's one of those laugh or cry prices, isn't it? I can't quite comment on that. I'm shocked, amazed, and as Shakespeare would say, I know not what to say. Apart from blow a raspberry. You can always tell it's a good price. Out of the extraordinary, when I blow a raspberry, there's trade price and then there's extreme trade, and at $3.95, gosh, that's fat. If you just think about the faceting and the time it takes to facet in each individual strand, or each individual gemstone on the strand, it's more than 18 centimeters in this strand, but you always are guaranteed 18 centimeters unless we specify otherwise. All right there, you all right there, Peter? Just making sure we don't forget him. He's over there, our floor manager. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten you there. If you want to put it together, gorgeous. Sorry, you've got 2 Norfolk. I'm not. That is, if in doubt, add that on. Add that on. Right, I'm just going to jump onto our last round, which is our big emerald nuggets, right? Yes. Oh yes, big emeralds, massive, massive, massive. Lovely to see so many of you. 3 went to the Highlands, Scottish Highlands there in that last one. Try and check it out when you can. There's not many left. So that's a brilliant price, wasn't it? Oh, who would have thought you could get a whole strand of genuine gems that are faceted for under £4? Not talking about this, by the way. 380 carat, huge carat weight. And if you missed out in the emeralds, because we only had 4 strands of emeralds, they've all gone. But if you do want to own emeralds and have them in your collection, now this blew me away. Originally been seen on air at $24.95. Quite rightly so. 380 carats, 20 centimetre strand, 12 by 6 millimetre, all the way up to 15 by 8 millimetre, and then it went to $17.95. Oh yes, we are going again. As I say, when there are technical difficulties, we like to make up for it. I can say sorry, and I can give you my sincere apologies, but I think seeing is believing, don't you? going to have much time with you on this one, so I may have to leave it with you, so please please excuse me for that. But VAIM 96, VAIM 96 for £15.95. You're getting an a 20 centimetre strand, graduating from 12 by 6 mil to 15 by 8 millimetre, completely genuine natural emeralds. Huge carat weight, previously been up over £24. You're getting it, if you join me today, for just shy of £10 less. It's a fantastic strand. I will leave that with you because I'm going to be joining Janet on the other side of this very short break to see more of her designs.
In a pile of emerald like this, you really have a wealth of different qualities here. Everything from the kind of quality of gemstones that we've faceted into gems ready for jewellery, right through to your cabochons, through to your really, really high quality beads, through to the strands which you might have seen on Jewellery Maker before, and then some flat faceted pieces as well.
It is easy to donate to the charity cycle ride. Donate now by calling the contact centre or by clicking the donate option on our website. And thank you.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click this in the required details. You can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Even when you've got a pile of emerald that looks like this, even some of the larger gemstones, which are mainly reserved to put into jewellery, if you hold one of the bigger stones up to the light, you'll notice that only part of the gemstone is light and gem-worthy.
Welcome to Jewellery Maker. If you've just tuned in, I'm Ali Defoy. It's lovely to see you. We've got our Janet Dwyer back with us. It's so lovely to have her. And when you see what we're about to make, or what Janet's about to make, and what you are going to be able to make, you will want to make this. So I will advise you now, as soon as you get the codes for these, call me. It's going to sell out. The last designs almost have. The bundles I think are pretty much gone, maybe 1 or 2. Everything is going to sell out. So I will warn you now. Call early when you see what you're about to offer. I'm going to show you the wire first actually. We've got 3 reels that Janet worked with earlier in the week. Yep. Yeah, earlier in the week. So Janet used 3 different wires that we were offered to her. So she didn't get to choose. We just said, Janet, this is what you're getting. What can you do? Oh, wait till you see what Janet's made. So we've got 3 different wire sizes here. The copper colour wire for you, all 3 of them. And we're going via 0.4 mil, which is this one here. You're getting 10 metres of each. Oh no, that's a fib. You get 10 metres of the 0.4 mil. You get yourself, if we go to, swap it round, if you go to the 1.25 millimetre, you get 10 metres of this. And apparently you get 100 metres of the 0.25. That's awesome. And just making sure, I just wanted to make sure, I'm always very, very, very honest and far too honest for my own good, and I just want to make sure. So 10 metres of the 0.4, 10 metres of your final 0.25. Gorgeous. So code for this one, EMGC15. I would jot it down now so that while Janet's doing your design, you're not trying to sort of scribble around for a pen or a pencil and try and jot down the code, or in the web, put it in your web basket. There's a particular web browser that doesn't seem to be working if you're watching us. Well, obviously you won't be able to see us if you are watching us. So do just try and close your browser, refresh it, or maybe try it with Safari. Seems to be working, so does Firefox. If you have those opportunities, if you can join us on there. I'm sorry about that, but it just seems to be a problem with one of the particular browsers. So we're going to get started. The price we should be paying is going to come in of 20. That's really 20. This is what we're paying. No, this is what we should be paying. This is not our price.
Oh wow.
So 14. Me, my amazing maths. £5 a reel, especially for the one you get 100 meters of. Is that not pretty?
That's amazing.
Pretty good? Pretty fabulous?
Yeah.
I mean, on the website, it'd be over £20 to buy the 3 of them individually. So you're getting £5 off, basically, if you want to buy them. Awesome. Loving it. Loving it. Do you want to see what you can do with the wire? What do you mean? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, yes, please, go lower. Can it be an apology price? We've had so many technical difficulties. It might be fine if you're watching as a recording of this, but if you're watching me live, it's just after 3 p.m. We're going to $12.95. That's over what is that because my favourite number 6? You're taking £6 off. I'm a session with the number 6 on the night shift. They get them all together. If you want to buy them separately, you can. There's no problem. You can go onto the website. You can get them separately, but it would be £20 individually. Alrighty, and if I just show you the gemstones that Janet's been using, this is all Janet's used. 3 reels, aside her tools, but we've got some toolkits coming up, so don't worry. So using this box, this matrix box, which has got a variety of blue topaz, white topaz, amethyst, citrine, peridot in there, and you've got mystic pink and mystic blue topaz in there as well, and some iolite down the bottom. All of these stones. And just to reiterate, because Janet was telling us earlier upstairs, you managed to get, and you didn't think you would, the 0.4 wire through these, didn't you? You thought it was going to be the 0.25 you would be using with them because of the size of them, really facet for you. But you managed to get the 0.4mm wire through these as well.
Yeah. So
they are actually probably, if you thought, oh gosh, the drill hole at the top of them might not be for what I would use, absolutely you can use both varieties of the wire, the 0.25 and the 0.4mm with these. You're getting all of these stones. What sort of price could you imagine? What would you hope for? Well, how about £30?
That'd be really good.
That would be amazing. If we could get, if I managed to get our producer Pip, get it under £30 or get it to £30, how would that be? Would that be pretty fabulous? I mean, would you like to see what you could do with these gemstones? For 37.95 is where it should be. If you got it on the website right now, it's $37.95. So if I could get our producer to take this under 30, to apologise for all these we've had today, $27.95. Are we in love with this price? Are we in love with this price? We are over the moon with it. We are so proud. We're proud as punch with this price. We've got RNYY25. Lots of wires have been checked out on the web already and confirmed on the phone lines. Thank you for that. So RNYY25 for the matrix box, and the code at the bottom that you're seeing on your screen is to give you just to remind you of the code of the wire as well. So both are available for you. The wire went down to $12.95 and it should have been over £20 for the 3 wire reels, and that's 0.4mm, or 0.25, 0.4mm, and your 1mm. And then of course your matrix box, which is also on the screen, is down to $27.95 from over 30 odd. Was it 10? How much have you taken off then? 10, I was about to say it's £10. That's a £10 apology price. And how many matrix boxes have we got? Off. You've got each. Is that right? And as a collective, that's £1,000, that is. If you think about what you've just done, Pip, oh no, he's going to change his mind now. There are 100 of these, and you've taken £10 off each one. £10 off each one, that's £1,000 you just said bye to. As a collective, you've made a £1,000 saving. Personally, individually, it's £10 each, depending on how many you get. Awesome, 50 have gone already, and you haven't even seen what Janet's made. Wait till you see this, because if you haven't picked up the phone already, You'll be picking up the phone and putting these in your web baskets and checking them out before they go, because everyone in the office was so thrilled. We can't believe it. I wanted to put them on, otherwise my phone would bump them, and if it didn't, I'd be jingling away all night. All Janet has used is half of the matrix box, not all of it, just half, to make this beautiful necklace. A fantastic ring to match, and the dreamiest pair of earrings. And that's only half of the matrix box. Half of the gemstones in the matrix box. So we had this discussion earlier. Janet could make all of it again.
Yeah, easily.
Which is what she's about to do now. Now, individually, how much would you sell that?
I don't
It
know.
doesn't need to be accurate in any way, just as a guess.
Around about £20, I'd say.
About £20. I think you're selling yourself short there.
Do you think? Depends where you are, but yeah, no, you're right. You could ask more. When you see how much wire you've got, I mean, this is the wire that we've got left as well. So
Oh, and there's loads of wire. So we're going to be able to make, and as Janet said, there was so much wire left. Just if you wanted to use just a wire, if you make 2 sets of what Janet's made, you'll be able to have enough matrix gems in the matrix box to do that. If you just want to use the wire on its own, then there's an opportunity for that as well. Oh, so what we're going to do, what Janet is going to do, is show us how to make the necklace. Is that correct?
Okay, yep.
Is that what you were going to do?
Yes,
Yeah?
yep.
Perfect. Alrighty.
Okay, so if we take the 1.25,
Yep.
when you get it off the reel, it's a bit bumpy, so you need to sort of smooth it out. So run it sort of through your fingers just to get rid of any sort of bumpy bits, so the wire's nice and smooth. Are you going to go along with me?
I'm going to try and go along with you.
Okay.
But just don't worry if I can't keep up, because everyone at home will be able to. I just want to try.
So then take a piece that's probably, I don't know, about 18 inches, roughly. It doesn't matter if it's, best to have too much than too little.
Yep.
And then take another piece, nice and smooth, and then make that about 15 inches. I'm just measuring it with the board, so the width of the board. Right. So we've got 2 pieces, one about 18, 19 inches and one about 15 inches. If we take the 15 inch, the shorter one first, put that down on the board with the curve sort of going away from you. Loop it round and hold that there, and to find the centre point. So just put your pliers into the centre point and then kink. There, and then turn it over and just do another little kink that side. And then pull that back, and that's the V shape for the top. So that's the sort of the roughly 15 inch section. Then, if we take the longer piece, do the same thing, fold that, take the round nose pliers and capture, near to the end, and bend that round. So you've got that. Then if you just put that flat down onto your work surface and then just squeeze them together a little way. There you go. So we want those to run parallel with each other. Then what I've done is I've got another little template that I use. So what we're looking at doing into this section here, so this wire will fit just here. So I've done it so that the width between here and here is 5.5 inches, but it depends how big you want the collar. You can sort of do whatever size you want, really. So for this one, I've got the template there, so that's that piece. This second piece that we folded over, then take the round nose pliers and just make a loop. Where you folded it, just make a loop over. So you've got that. There you go. You've got that little hook shape there. Right, and then try and keep the wire as smooth as you can. Then get the template, hold the wire on the template. First of all, just maybe give that a little bit of a bend so you get a natural on the template. shape it around. So you've roughly got that shape. There we are, just bend that up a little bit more. There. So you've got that rough shape there. So that fits in there. And then open that. So there. Just open that up and push that flat. So you've got that shape. Bring it back a little way. There you go. And again, you can put it on the template and just jiggle around with it till you're sort of in a position that you're happy with on both of them. And if you use just the one side, you get a mirror image then. So you've got that section with that little loop there. So what we do then is bring back in the little V section and hook that. You might have to thread it depending on how tight you've closed that to there. So now you've got that shape, and that's the actual frame of the collar. So there we go. So that's the frame that we're going to sort of weave into. You're doing well there.
I was really far behind because I didn't have any tools.
Sorry.
Sorry. No,
I'll
not
slow
you.
down.
That's what I said. No, don't wait for me. Everyone else is sitting at home going, "Come on, Ali, keep up. Don't wait for me."
Right. So we've got that little as a template, and that's that. Right. So I've got these ones because I've smoothed them out, so they're nice and smooth. So that'll fit onto there.
Can I borrow your ones? Your demonstrating ones?
Yes, yeah. Do you want those? There you go. Right. So now...
Is that cheating?
No. Right, now take a piece of the 0.4. Hold the wire over the template and sort of roughly get where you want that section to cross with the front section. Keep it over the front. Keep it over that front section there, and then just wrap the 0.4 around there just to secure it. Nothing too fancy because we'll snip that off afterwards. So we've got that little section there, and at this stage you can sort of move that around, but that's sort of roughly where we want it. Okay. So then do exactly the same on the other side, so that we're mirroring that. Again, keep the top section, the top wire over the top, and wrap again. Right. And then you need to do is get that all into position. So jiggle that around a little bit. And then when you're happy that you've got that in the right position, there. So that if that's the right position that you want, kink the wires back out of the way and wrap the wire around just to secure it, and perhaps give it a little squidge with the pliers. Don't worry about it if it's not too neat, because that's going to get hidden. And again, turn that over, size that one so you've got exactly a mirror image of the other side. Hold them back out of the way and wrap that around just to secure that, and a little bit of a squidge. So now we've got the frame sort of shaped as we want it. So that is the main section of the necklace. And then what we're going to do is start filling in with little shapes. So what I did is I made some twirls, and this one will sort of fit here. Oh, if I move that down a bit, you can see a bit better. There.
Sorry, Janet, they're all laughing at me saying, Ali, what does yours look like?
Perfect.
Kind of getting there, a little bit.
Bit bigger, but yeah.
I think your mammoth one.
But it depends. So it's then just decide sort of where.
They're so pretty.
Where you want your little sections, and I'll show you how we do these. Again, it's the 1.25. Straighten out the wire.
Oh gosh, there's not many left. Ooh, try and get the matrix box. We had less than 50, I think we've got about 25 available. Quick as you can on that one, try and get a hold of it as soon as possible.
And what I would do is, because we want a mirror image on both sides, I would do both of them together, both of the twirls together, and I'll show you how to do that.
And just so you know, if anyone's looking for the tools, we're actually going to get the price in. Got them here, yep. Amelia very kindly, as our floor manager looking after me, brought them over. I'm actually using 3 of the tools from the mini toolkit, which you're going to get for free. Free. I'm giving it away. Going to give it away to you today. I love you that much. So I have the big toolkit, which is normally priced at £15, $15.95. As I know they did something naughty last night, and they took this down a little bit too low. They took some pounds off this last night. So I thought, well, I'm going to do one better. Not only am I going to give it to you with pounds off, I'm going to give you a free, no, get them out. But you will get the tools. I just looked at it and thought, oh, it looks a bit empty. You get for you your flat nose pliers, which I've got in my hand here. You also get yourself the round nose and the cutters. Cute and pink as you like, rinky dinky. You also get an extra pair of cutters, a scoop, tweezers, rinky dinky pink. Have you never heard that before? Have you heard that before? Does nobody else say that? Rinky dinky pink, pink to make the boys wink. No? Have you never heard that?
It gets better.
That my dad used to always say that to me. If I was wearing pink, he'd be like, oh, a rinky dinky pink, pink to make the boys wink. Oh, okay. I don't know. Your beads aren't perfectly drilled, you want to make it a bit wider.
Yeah.
That how would you use it?
Exactly, yeah.
And then you got yourself your little boxes, perfect for your little leftover components if you got. Little stashes. Is that what you use them for?
Well, if you're doing a craft fair and you want to put some findings in there, you know, you're there ready to make little bits and pieces.
Perfect. So you got your finding boxes there. So this is going to be free because because we're going to give you the price for both of them, $25.95, because this one's usually normally $9.95. It's like the beginner's one, and then once you take your jewellery to the next level, yes, so for 2 of them, I've got extra treats in this one. You've got your cutters as well, you've got a wee ruler in here, you got yourself your tweezers and your scoop, which is the one we use in the studio actually. Everything that's in it, you get cutters with this one, you get so much, you get snips, round nose pliers again, these are crimp pliers, flat nose pliers. Yep. We've got chain nose pliers, cutters, and this fancy wee contraption, which I was looking at earlier. You can change with it. Is it how many different? It's 4 different drill bits you get to put into that. I know it's not an actual drill. What would you call it? A ream? No, it's not a reamer. Wait, that's the ream. That is well. Yeah. I'm like, Pip doesn't know what he's a reamer. There's a reamer in the other one. So I'll just go home. We'll see for that. We're getting one for free, technically. So it should be £29 odd. And you're getting this one for its usual price of $15.95. You could look on it that way. But then you get another one free. I say you get the green one, the red one, and then you get another one free. YRGC40. You might think, well, if I get one, why would I need the other one? As a gift. As a gift, or as Janet has, you had your mandrel, you've got a couple of mandrels to take different places. Do you have a toolkit at home, and then you've got 3 toolkits? Yeah. There you go. So maybe you think, oh gosh, I don't need all of these tools yet, but I want to sort of then graduate to using some of them. Start off with a mini toolkit, take it with you everywhere, and then once you're trying to elevate your hobby into business, then you can take this with you, and you've got your sets. I mean, can you go wrong? If you were going to buy one anyway, you get it for free. Awesome. Sorry, I'm going to get back to Janet's designing. I just wanted to make sure you know, because we've been using these tools for a wee while. So would they be enough tools to make what you're making?
Yeah, actually I'll use the ones
round ones, the pink ones.
Small toolkit, so we can see that they do exactly the same job.
I'm so sad.
So to make the centre sections,
the swirls,
just cut off a couple of pieces. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to do both of them together, because you want to get a mirror image really. So hold the wire together.
And the price of the wire and the code is just at the bottom of the screen there for you.
So then just curl that over as if we're going to do a swirl. Hold the wire tight here, and then try and keep them together. And wrap that just a little way. Actually, what I should have probably done is the other bit first, but here we go.
I've just been told I'm not the only one that says rinky dinky pink to make the boys wink. Lou in Wiltshire is texting. Thanks, Lou. Don't know what I'd do without you. Everybody's laughing at me here. Lou said her granda used to say that as well. Oh, see? What do you mean you don't believe? I've not got my phone on me. It's not as if I text myself. Not that I would if I did.
So make a loop on it with them both together, and then just make a little bit of a kink, and then wrap. Just twirl that around and let it find its own. That's not a very good one actually, but there you go.
Better than mine.
Its own shape, and then do exactly the same on. And then you can sort of size them. So you've got two the same, and then close that in a little bit more, and close that one in it as well. So you've got those two. And then what you need to do then is sort of place it. I've actually made these a little bit big actually, but it doesn't really matter. So place it in here and sort of look where you'll want the next. There you go. Where you'll want your next loop. So if we have one about here, so we'll have it about here. So give it a couple of centimeters and cut that off. Keep these little pieces because you can use those for the chain at the end, and then hold those together. Same amount roughly, so you've got the same size. And then let me just get this right so I know what I'm doing. There we go. But again, people can do whatever pattern or whatever combination of swirls that you want. So that's that. And then take the next one and do exactly the same. You've got that. We'll use these two pieces in ours, but then just fit that in. And you can see already that I'll have a different look to the one that I did, because the centre sections are different. And if that is a bit big, then just pull that round, tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up properly. There you go. So it's just sort of fiddling around with it until you've got the sections in the space that you want. So you could really just have those two if you wanted to. And then what we do then is we tie that onto the frame.
For everyone in the gallery going, yeah, we like that, we like that.
So what we do, here's one that I prepared earlier. So this is the frame as we're going to put the pieces into, and this is what we're going to achieve at the end of it. So we start off by tying in these sections.
I'm just looking at Marie and Jean and Linda and Hayley and Susan, Pat and Swansea. Lovely to see. I think maybe Pat is a regular viewer on our sister channel as well of an evening. Lovely to see you. And Cynthia's there, Ratna's there. Hope I said that right. I've got lots of you in Fife and Essex. Thank you very much. You're all going to be hopefully getting these home starting next week or within the next few days. You can send Janet your pictures. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I've joined Janet on Facebook, Janet Dwyer Facebook page. You could send her your finished designs. Sorry.
That's okay. So place your twirl or the swirl at the position that you want it, and then take a piece of the 0.4, take it about 12 inches, and then what I did is, this is how it gets a little bit. Right, so if we put that in, and then start wrapping from the middle of that wire, so that you can have some to go one way and some to wrap the other way. So wrap that around. There. Kink that. There you go.
Don't worry, that's just our Amelia. Just making sure she remembers that we remember she's there. It's all right.
Right, so wrap that around there a few times, just so that you've got that in position. And then find the space where it's going to go. Get the flat nose pliers and just give that a little bit of a, just to make sure that it bends the wire and holds that in place.
I love that word, squidge. Wee squidge.
And then when you start doing this, you do have lots of bits of wire, sort of the 0.4, you get a bit of spaghetti, but it all comes good in the end. Right, so then take another piece and go to the bottom section here, this section at the bottom, and what I'll do is I'll just wrap in the one piece, and then I can get onto the weaving and showing you how the stone goes in.
Oh yeah, because the other side will just be
the other one will be exactly the same. So wrap that around, just to secure it.
And just to check, that's your point.
My intention was to use the 0.25, but I got so carried away, I started doing it and then realised that I was using the 0.4. But if you use the 0.25, you just get a more delicate weave. So it depends what look you want to go for, really.
Yeah, if you're going for a mammoth size one like I have, you might want to use a bigger one. What about a message?
Maybe a 0.8.
A message for me, don't fib. Oh, it's a big one. Hello, what does it say? I can't read it. It's tiny, I can't see that writing. It's a message from, have you got my big, oh hey, you look different today and smaller. Oh yeah, I've got wee flat shoes on today. And the accent was a giveaway. Oh bless you. Hope you're enjoying great JM. I am absolutely loving it. I'm loving being back. Have you made jewellery before? No, but I've given it a go. I made Christmas tree decorations and that was it. I've watched a few times and bought some bits but not started yet. If you're starting, I think I will now. Yes, I am. I've got my first Jewellery Maker course on the 3rd or 4th of February. I think it's the 4th of February. Yeah, start with me. I'm trying. I'm giving it a go. I'm going to be back with you of nights now. So I'm trying. And Janet's inspired me to try and make this. So yes, try, join in. It's a must. Sorry, Janet.
That's okay. It is to attach all the points that are going to touch the frame, like here, here and here. Just wrap with the 0.4 and leave those pieces of wire sort of there. And then what we're going to do is put a little bit of a weave in here. What I'll show you how to do is how to weave this section, how to add these stones, and how to add the stones in the centre swirls.
Oh, perfect.
Like here. And then it's simply then repeating this technique all the way through the piece wherever you want it, really. So let's get this one out of the way.
So therapeutic working with wire,
isn't it? I love it. Right. So we're at that stage. I've around here a few times, and then what I'm going to do is go round the frame, get that out of the way, and come back, push that up to there, back through there, and it's basically the weave that we used earlier.
Oh, so almost like the figure of 8 with.
But because the wire's a lot thicker and it's more structural, you can actually, be a bit tougher with it. And you're using the 0.4 as well, which is easy to wrap around. So just keep going round and wrapping around. So we go round the frame, come up to the top, go round the top of that frame, back up, and around the frame again. So it's just repeating that as many times as you want. And then when you get to a section where you think you want to start adding stones, come round and bring the wire to the front. So the wire then is across here. So it'll come across the front.
Your wire wrapping is so neat. How do you get it so neat?
It's just practice.
Okay.
It's nothing it's not rocket science.
Well,
just practice.
You see that now.
All right, so we've got that little section wrapped and that little bit of a weave there. So I think, whoops, can you see that? There, that little section there. So what we're going to do now is drop in a stone there. So if we sort of pick.
Do you need a wee cup of water?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. We'll take a little amethyst, thank you. Drop that on. So you've got the wire that's coming, over there. Drop on the amethyst. So that sits just there, just a little bit above where we've woven that. Can you see that? There.
Yes.
So then what we need to do is go round there, go round to that section, this little piece here. So we're back on the top, and bring the wire across the top of the bracelet and down underneath, and pull it in place, and then go around the frame, and then you're back underneath. So go under the bracelet then, and around that section. So we're back now, and then back across the bracelet tuck it underneath the frame, round again and underneath. You go around the briolet 2 or 3 times, just so that you know that that's secure. Oops, sorry, there you go. So that's secure. So when you've got sort of 2 or 3 across there, and then if I just flip it over quickly, you'll see it's the same on the other side. So when you've done that and you're happy with that, just wrap around that inside section a couple of times, push it quite, get the chain nose or flat nose pliers and just flatten that around so there's no sharp edge, and that's how you secure the stones in from the weave.
It's so neat and so quick.
Yeah.
Wasn't that quick? How quick was that? And it looks...
Do you want me to show it again?
Well, if you're offering.
Or I'll show you how we drop the ones into this little section here.
Yeah, because some of them are pointing up the way, so you've done the ones that are sort of...
Here, what I'd do is actually tie that, sorry I get my hand out of the way, around there, just to secure that so that doesn't slide around.
Yeah, because mine's sliding about a bit.
Yeah, but once you've got them all secured, so what I would do then is I would weave this section, I would weave this section here, do a little bit of weave here, and you can, and this little section here, and then drop in the stones where you want them really.
In fact, just now I'm thinking about it, I might try, and because you're making it with the matrix gems, I might try and add, can I try mine with
Do you mind if I just have a sip of water?
No, you're
okay?
fine.
Sorry.
It's the air in this studio, I think. Sorry, that was my fabulous design that you can see creeping in. So I might try and give it, both of them available, wonderful sort of champagne duo that you're getting here, lovely greys, variety of size, potato pearls and your round pearls for you. Both of these for you, grey are the 5 by 6 mil, 8 by 7 millimeter, or 6 by 7 millimeter, sorry, for your champagne. Both of them there for you. What sort of price do you think we could do? OHGC 93. The only reason I'm showing you these is because I'm gonna try and incorporate these in the design. Ever so lustrous, ever so wonderful, and not too dark with the greys, just sort of soft, elegant. So for the 2 strands, not per strand. I know when you see the price you'll think it's per strand, but it's for the 2 strands together on the same order as your wire that you're getting with Janet and myself just now, the same order as you're getting your matrix box that we've got here, all £2.95, all in the same order. We're going to take this one down, OHGC 93 to £12.95 for the 2 strands.
Oh wow.
Of genuine pearls. So you've got the grey finish and you've got your classic champagne. Massive size, but it is 8 by 7 millimeter, please forgive me, and then you've got your 5 by 6 mil. I see quite a few of these going already. Thank you very much. It looks like the website is up and running, so do check it out when you can. If you want to get the wire to go with it, the copper wire would go gorgeously. Do you think that would work quite well? With the, yeah, we're thinking it's going to go with the pearls. So if you want to get the copper wire, that's at the bottom of the screen there, sort of design inspiration. The wire is down to £12.95. Goodness me, you get 2 strands of pearls and all of this wire for under £30 easily through your door as well. So I'm going to try and use these while Janet is using the Bracelet drops from the Matrix, just to give you a sort of variety. So you get more, well, we're trying to fit in as much as we can for you. So I'll let Janet carry on, but if you wonder what that code for, it's the ones that I'm sort of trying to jump in with.
That's how you add in the stones from the weave section. But as Ali said, some of them are sort of dropped down into the little loops. Excuse me. So if we take a piece of the 0.4, select a stone, there's a pretty little pink one there, we'll take that one. So thread on the Bracelet onto the 0.4 and loop it over.
And if you do need a bead buddy, they're £1.95 on the website, because I've just noticed my beads are going everywhere. So if you want to keep them nice and secure like Janet's, £1.95 for the bead buddies. Sorry.
Right. So just get the wire, thread it through the Bracelet and bring the wires together, and then drop it into wherever it is that you want that stone to sit. And then just sit that in there. So that looks really pretty then. So then hold that in place so that the tip of the brulette goes down into the curve. Turn it over, and then simply wrap that around one of the sections. If as it is here, you're near a woven section, instead of using the 0.4, use the 0.25, because without it looking too bulky. But otherwise, just go round, find a section, and wrap that around 2 or 3 times. So there. In this section, you can sort of go over that section again. But if you use the 0.25, but it will sort of slip in between the weave, so don't worry too much about it. There you go. And that's that little stone there. This little one here is secure.
So pretty.
And then all you do then is turn that over, wrap it as many times as you need to make that secure. Cut that off. Are you okay? Did you put yourself in the eye? Oh, bless.
No. Even when you it's quite as big a bit of I thought I'd be like, oh, I don't even know. They're like, well, Ali, oh, it really hurt. We're really gonna replay that, Ali, and show everyone at work.
Right, so that's how you do the stone from a weave, and that's how you drop them into the little sections here. So obviously, if I then add this other section here, I would weave in between there, and I'd drop in at these 3 different points. So I would just repeat all of this along the necklace until you've got this. So you've got this sort of section. So you've got your woven sections and your stones, and that section there then is complete. So then we move up to the top section, which is where just got to remember how I did it now. Right, so but again, you can do whatever format you want, really. So to mirror the other side, what I've done is just take this, pull it around, and let it find its natural curve. Don't sort of force it. Let it find its natural curve so that you've got that. And then the same with this one. Sorry, find its natural curve, pull that around, and you've got that section.
And just so you're aware, both the gems Janet's using, and I've incorporated about 10 left of those, so do try and get some. I have a black eye. Do talk to the call centre if you want to get hold of them. Free phone number 0800 644 655. The matrix box code is at the bottom of your screen there. It went to £27.95, which is a massive £10 saving for you if you were to buy it on the website just now as well. Before the price changed, obviously. Sorry.
That's okay. So we've got those wrapped, and then this little section here that's sticking out, just put a little wrap on there, and wrap that around. Probably try and make it a little bit tighter than a little stone there, so you could just drop in a little stone there and wrap that in exactly the same way. This one's too long, so we'll cut that off. Then wrap that, I'll do this one a little bit better. Wrap that around. Actually, I'm going to do this one again because it's driving me mad. Thing is, when you get, because it's 0.25, when it gets to shorter pieces, you do need a bit of oomph,
right,
to get them. That's it. That's better. There. So push that up. So there, you've got that section there, and I would put a stone in here and a stone in here as well. And that basically is that section finished. And then I would start a weave here at the top, weave down as I've done on this one, and drop in a stone. And then just literally weave where you need to, and add in stones, and that's it really. It's really techniques that you're sort of repeating. So once you've sort of mastered the technique of the frame, the weaving, putting the stones in, you're just repeating that all the way through the design. So that is actually the collar section complete. And then, do you want to show the chain, how we did the chain?
Yes, yes, because this, I was fascinated. I did say to him, Janet, I don't understand how you finished the necklace, because you've used the wire, but where did the, but oh, there's a piece de resistance to our necklace.
I missed the
We
little
almost
section
forgot.
off.
Well,
This
probably
little-
because I poked
little
myself in the
flower.
eye and distracted everybody.
So we've got this little flower that we're going to add into the centre section here, which I think just finishes it off, and I don't know how off we got it. And that is, do you want me to show you how to do the,
Yes,
the little
please.
flower? It's quite an easy, we'll use the 0.4, you can use the 0.25 if you want to. And then what we do is simply wrap on, if I can do these quickly. Drop these down. Sorry. So if you put on 5 of the bralets, I'll just mix them up a little bit. There you go. You can sort of sort out the sizes as well, because they are sort of graduated in size. So we'll use a little dark blue one. Green. Okay. Right, so if you just put 5 onto the 0.4, then put them flat down onto your workboard and just wrap them around. Let me have a look. There we go. She says there. You've got them there. Wrap outwards. Petals. See that? And then bring that underneath, and then just wrap round at the back of one, the front of the next one, round the back of the next one, and around. That one's a little bit, right, okay. So there, so up and over, and there. So you've got that little flower shape. And then bring the other piece of wire through the middle, so you're at the front, and then drop on. We've got a nice little, there we go there, the holes. Right, so drop that on, bring that as close to the centre section as you can, and then thread the 0.4 back through there, and then pull, and that drops it into the middle of that flower, so you've got that centre section there. And then bring them both to the back, twirl the wires together, so it's, and there you go, there's your little flower.
That is so pretty. And is that similar to the way
And
you
that's
made
exactly how
the
I did
ring?
that. Exactly how I did that.
So, and then you've used the thicker wire,
I made the ring
on
on its own, then I made this and dropped this onto the,
for the feature of the necklace.
But look how different they look with the copper behind them, the difference in the colours.
Yeah, the strength.
Yeah.
I
So that's
love
what we
that little bit of movement just on that top
the
one.
little centre one.
I love like tactile jewellery. I love being able to move my jewellery and play with it and jingle about. We've had quite a few messages as well. Thank you very, very much. Lots of people are saying what a fantastic design you made and how they can't wait to get started.
Oh, good.
I know I've got Anne and Cynthia there. Well done, Anne, Cynthia, sorry, and Tyne and Weir. I've got Aberdeen, I've got June with us, I've got Lynette, Mary, Pat and Essex. I've got Anonymous out in Renfrewshire. I'm from Renfrewshire. Sorry, I get really excited. Pat's in Wiltshire, Nicholas is in with us as well. Lovely to see you all. Fancy or you want to get a hold of, you don't know the code, 0800 644 655. It's a free number. The call centre are fantastic. This will be repeated on YouTube as well, so if there's anything you think, oh, I want to stop and rewind that or start again and go back, you can do that. Just quickly to show you, because I know that the strands, we didn't expect them to, well, we expected them to be popular, but they're pretty much all gone, so we're just going to give you another opportunity. I've started getting into it. We have a threading bundle. And this, if you sort of into your threading, this is perfect. We've got a beading thread DVD for you, which is our, if I remember correctly, DVD, is it, it's Gemma Crow, isn't it? I was just thinking, because she's in the other room at the minute, taking a workshop. If you want to come to the bags they have in there, could they be using what I'm about to offer to you now? Could it be? Oh yes, I have wire. Now, I've got 2 different spools, or 2 different sizes. It makes me think of a slinky, these two. So you're going to get both of these. There's so much. So you get both of these. Have you got the size of this? You get 3 of them. Oh, I've got a cute, oh, a little ring one. So we've got our memory wire, so you could be thinking of necklace, bracelet and ring. Are you thinking? Oh yes. We have within this bag some jewellery elastic. Oh no, it's not, it's monofilament wire, my apologies. Organza, your yellow organza, your blue organza, and you get yourself your beading thread and your clear elastic in one of the bags. But I have another 3 bags. 3 more bags. Look at that out of the way. So you get your DVD. If you don't know what to do, macrame is a great idea. Mark Smith's got a macrame workshop on Friday. He's going to be joining you Friday night. Technically that's 2 days. Oh, is it Thursday? Oh, is he on Thursday as well? Goodness me. What's he like? So we've got blue in there as well. Dark blue, light blue. More navy blue. And then you've got your, darker blue beading thread. You've got dark blue cord, and then you've got dark grey cord. Perfect if you want to make some gents macrame bracelets, or ladies as well, but I'm just thinking we tend to miss the gents out, don't we? Valentine's Day, maybe a macrame for them. Could be. So you get that in another organza bag. Then we've, goodness, another, and you get the organza bags as well. Let me show you these quickly. You're not going to love me, Peter. Scott on my shift can't stand me now, I think. I open everything. He's like, oh no, not more gemstones to put back in tubs. I open every matrix box. That's the first one I've not opened, actually. If that wasn't enough organza for you, I've got some more. Have we got a length on them? Is it 110 meters on each one? So you've got, golden, sort of maroony brown. You've got it's almost like a sort of champagne, then a sort of peachy champagne, then we've got yellow, we've got a bright yellow. So we've got your natural, of course, here with your yellow, and then your bright yellow, the same, that's more of a peachy, but then an orange is more of your bright. Then we've got for you your greens, we've got a sort of baby greens, then we've got a bright greens, then we've got sort of, every colour of green you can imagine to go with all the green with envy that you might have. You get your 2 blues, as well as the 2 blues from the other bag. You get pink, you've got red, you've got white, you've got purple, and it's almost like a mauve colour. Ooh, plum. All of those, and another bag. My goodness, where are you going to put it all? Oh, this is my favourite bag. It's a baby pink one. Monofilament wire, beading thread, pink elastic. Oh, I have to get this one. Pink and purple and sort of almost cerise pink for your organza. And then you've got pink cord and white cord. Oh, straight away, I'm going to go through everything we've got because I know I showed you quite quickly. So you get your beading thread DVD straight away with Gemma Crow. You get your threading pack in aqua blue. Then your threading pack in the brights, which was the first one I showed to you. Then 100 meters of all the multicolours that we got out and we showed you earlier. And that's all of your brights. And then we get 100 meters of all in all your naturals as well. So you get 10 of each. 10 of your brights, 10 of your naturals, combining 100 meters of brights, 100 meters of your natural, and then that gives you 200 meters in total, plus your 3 bags and your beading thread, 3 monofilament wires, 3 elastics, combining. Oh, it was all there. Does it look pretty fabulous?
It's amazing.
£33.70 for all of that combined. Should be, shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're going to do a Beverly Night on you. Should be there, could be there, would be there. No way! £11.95.
Pip does this to me every time.
Does he?
Every single time.
It's the first time
I'm
I've
getting
worked
really
with
annoyed
Pip.
now.
Are you? You're going to cry. Just for that,
Every
for
time.
£11.95. Oh my goodness, £11.95, and you get all of that. Code there, MKGC36. As quick as you can on that one. Jot it down as soon as you can. Get it before they go. They will go. They absolutely will go, especially when you've got the DVD in there as well. Doesn't matter if you've ever used it before. I've not, and I'm getting in there. Get me in there. Yes, 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 yes. You cannot go wrong with that, can you?
No. All that organza ribbon. I like kumihimo, to do kumihimo with the ribbon. Just think how many braids you could do with that.
And we have a kumihimo workshop coming up round about in March. If you check in the website JewelleryMaker.com, or you can give us a wee call and we can get you on one of the kumihimo websites that Janet's been mentioning. That could be get you on a website. We can get you on one of the workshops if you want, or if you want, hopefully there's a DVD in the process. I don't think we've got one, but we might. I'll check. Sorry, Janet.
That's okay. So we've done the little flower,
yes,
the centre section, and then it's simply drop that into the little sit there. So drop that in, turn it over, and then just wrap around wherever you can sort of get a wrap in. Really, I'm going to do that onto the frame so that it's a little bit short. I'll just do one quick wrap just so that you can see.
Perfect. And it was Sarah Elvin I was thinking of with the Kumihimo, actually, one of our designers, as well as Janet, that you might have heard her doing her Kumihimo. Sorry, it might be an idea for you as well to get in touch.
So if you wrap that round a few times just to secure it.
Yep.
And your flower's in. This section's completed. These little wires are from the flower, which I would cut off. So it's just repeating that on that side and putting the flowers in. So quickly, if I can just show you the chain sections quickly.
Yes, please do.
So it's the what am I talking about? 1.25. I'll do it really, really quickly. Cut that off. And what I use is I use a crochet hook, but you can go around whatever you've got, really.
Okay. Oh yes, I experienced this the other day.
Just the right sort of size. So it's just hold that on, wrap that around as if exactly the same as
crochet.
The gizmo.
Oh, just the gizmo, right?
Just make sure you don't overlap them. Right. So when you've got enough, slide that off. Cut that little piece off there. Get rid of that. Okay. So then, what you do then is just, as you would with just jump rings, so just find the end there, put your pliers in, snip. So there's one.
Oh my gosh, it's that easy.
Yeah. Just two.
Well done. And then you would just link those together.
And that's
because you're already
simply
open, aren't you? They're almost like open, open
then
jump
just
rings.
flatten them a little bit just to get that round shape. And then, open them.
Open them and link them together.
As you would with a normal.
That's fantastic. £11.95 to get. This is going to be on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it there with Janet Dwyer, and I'll see you on the other side of this short break. Sorry, Janet.
That's okay.
Today I've been on the Wirework for Beginners course and it's been really helpful to me. I've bought wire and I've bought tools and not really had the confidence to use it because I'd feel like I was wasting it. So to come along and be shown exactly what to do and have one-to-one tuition has been brilliant for me, and it's really given me the confidence to go ahead with my jewellery making now.
Jewellery Maker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, Jewellery Maker are never far away.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our...
will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
Tune into Jewellery Maker every day at 5 p.m. from Miss It, Miss Out show, where we'll have 4 hours of jam-packed deals, including clearance offers, end of line, last in stock and low, low prices. The Miss It, Miss Out show, only on Jewellery Maker.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
It's great to see you. We're going to have to run through lots and lots of opportunities with apology prices. Is that all right? Do you mind? We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the web. On the phone lines, you haven't had any problem at all. But on the way, I do want to show my jewellery. Is that bad? It's like show and tell. They're all laughing at me going, look at you, ready to show your jewellery. I forgot what I was saying now. I was just going to say we're going to give you apology. Pip's going to give you apology prices. It's nowhere near as neat as Janet's in any way. And then at the top, I've got a grey pearl. I gave it a go. I'm not very good, but if that encourages you to give it a wee go, then I think absolutely. It's just walked in the studio. I'm sure he thinks my attempt at Janet's design is pretty fabulous. I just made that.
Oh, no.
And poked myself in the eye at the same time. And thank you very much for your text message. I'm absolutely fine. Now, once you see Janet, she'll think it looks terrible. But go and have a look. Go and have a look at Janet's. Ed's coming up in a couple of, in an hour maybe actually. In an hour. Think how good Janet's is.
You know what though?
It's getting there. Yeah.
No, I'm really impressed. I'm really intimidated by wirework. Wirework's the one that scares me.
Yeah,
I think,
if it's too long, it gets your eye.
yeah, well that
Never
is
good.
pretty silly. But that, really good effort.
Thanks! So I get a gold star.
I'm scared now.
Later on, only about 55 minutes time, I have lots and lots to bring you. We have, as I said, the solar, in fact, the solar quartz that flew out earlier with Ed on last night's show, sorry, should I say. We have the watermelon, there's only a few of them, about less than 10.
That last 10 seconds.
That last 10 seconds, if even, says Ed. He actually took time to stood up and stand up and turn around and go to that. Should we do it now? Is that naughty? We do it now. Let's do it now. I did give you a heads up when you first joined us at 1 p.m. So if you weren't with me then, I do apologise. There's a lot of people after this one already. 0800 644 655 is a free number to call me. The code, get it now as quick as you can. DMRU21. So rare, so collectible. From 20 to 32 millimetres for you in size. You have a 23 centimetre strand. Ed, you're allowed to come and look at it if you fancy.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
You're allowed to.
We launched one of these as a superstar buy a little while ago.
It might even be the same one because there's only like less than 10. Oh no, it's not.
Yeah. Oh well, it sold out in seconds. Liam, you remember that, don't you? My producer's here as well. Yeah, it lasts about 10 seconds.
Oh.
It's so popular.
Because I saw the white quartz with you yesterday and never seen it before.
The solar quartz is gorgeous, but you know.
Can you guess the price?
For spring and summer,
the watermelon. He's gone to $17.95.
Oh, I was gonna say $21.95. So
where are you?
There you go. Good price.
Thank you. Oh, $17.95. I mean, just for one and a pendant on it. I mean, it's huge, isn't it? That one. So the 32 millimeter, 32. Yeah, millimeter, and that one on its own. It's huge. There's only 5 strands left on this one when you can. 0800 644 655 when you can, as and when you can, as quick as you can. There are 5 of them in this strand I've got for you here. So 5 by £17.95. Gosh, there's not many of them left at all. Oh, here we go. Lovely to see you. There's some of the names popping through there. Well done. Tracy out in Kent, Alan of Bristol. Tracy's got 2 ring. Oh no, is that anonymous slipping in there in Leicestershire? Lancashire? I can't even read it from there. It's tiny. There are 3 left. We only had 5. Oh, 4. 4 available. We've got 3 left. So we only had 7. My apologies. 2 spaces, is that Eliz? Is it Elizin? Have I said that correctly? Elizin Norfolk. I've said your name a couple of times today. I'm sorry I haven't got it wrong. Sorry I haven't got it wrong. Sorry I haven't got it right. I've got $17.95. There's 1 strand left. Try and get it. As Ed said, it was going to last seconds. I think as you can see, it has lasted seconds. You've got $17.95 as your price point. DMRU21. Try, if it's in your basket, I don't mean to rush you, but you will need to check that one out because there's only 1 left. It is building. There's nothing else. The watermelon, and you have, if you love that, just so you know, there is a natural Mexican fire opal strand coming up. Aha, so keep your eyes peeled for that. We're going to do the trio of amethyst you've been waiting for. Thank you for your messages regarding this. We have been waiting for this. I'm not going to fib. Ben's getting a little bit excited, my director. He's like, oh, we've been waiting for this one. What's so lovely about this one is actually the graduation of tone. You've got yourself a baby pastel tone in your central ones, which are your sort of puffy squares, which have been corner drilled. They're your lavender amethyst. You get a lovely, lovely sort of brilliance normally from these. If you get an ever so elegant, so feminine and pretty. What's nice about this is a slightly darker strand that you're getting when it comes to the amethyst swirl drums, 10 by 8 millimeter on these. These are wonderfully graduated in colour, rich, deep, intense, glowing, and twisting magnificently. And then your final strand we've got there of 100 carats, It's 235 carats of the swirl drums. These you have yourself top drill faceted trapezoids, which are 12 by 8 millimeter. Roughly for another centimeters. Now straight away I'm thinking, we've got our guest designer in Janet. I can't not but ask, what would you think of design wise? What would you, looking at these 3 strands, what would you go for straight away?
I think they're all lovely. I like the barrel-y shaped ones, the
swirly ones, these ones.
I really like those.
Twisted ones, I think they're called. They're swirl drums, actually, if I want to get the technical name off the website.
I really like those. But they would look great with the pearls.
With some pearls. Should we get those pearls?
Do you want me to
there might be a couple left, I don't know. Janet's already seen what I've been up to. I cut them earlier, so she's waiting for them to go flying across the studio. Oh, there's the top of them. Oh, there we go. But if you put the pearls as Janet suggested, which is a wonderful suggestion, that would be beautiful. So if you did get the champagne pearls earlier, that's a really lovely combination.
Yeah.
And then maybe the pastels, would you maybe introduce those?
Yeah, I mean you could put them all together, couldn't you?
Put them all together.
3 different shapes and shades.
Shapes, shades, and you think for somebody who's maybe trying for the first time, like myself, I mean I'm not a jewellery expert in any way, or gemstone jewellery, yes, but not making it, not designing. Would these be easy enough shapes to work with as a first timer?
Yeah, because I put them onto beading thread and they're just so beautiful. That would be simply all you'd need to do. Just thread them onto some beading thread, put a clasp at each end, and you've got a lovely necklace.
So you can make it as difficult or as complicated as you wish.
Exactly.
There we go. So for all 3 strands, I'll take the pearls out of the way just at the moment, because if you manage to get them, brilliant. If you didn't manage to get them, you can talk to the call centre or check them on the web. But for the Amethyst trio, ZAGC94, they are limited though on the pearls. It's a duo, you do get grey pearls with them as well. As actually incorporated in my version of Janet's design, which was poor excuse for an attempt, but I tried. $34.85 for the 3 strands, and it's not our price. Oh, Pips it. He's off. Producer Liam's shaking his head. He's coming up next. He's thinking, how am I going to follow this? What are they up to? £24.80. I know I'm putting words into his mouth, but £24.80. He doesn't mind. I've got ZAGC94. As you know, most of what we've had this afternoon with the wire, with the bundles, the 2 bundles we have with Janet, have almost sold out. If not, they are sold out completely. Maybe 1 left of anything, and that's it. These trapezoids by themselves on the web are £12.95 for this strand. So just alone, to get 2 strands of this, that's your price. So you're getting a strand free, pretty much. So $12.95 for these. The swirl drums are $9.95 on the website, which seems crazy because there's a huge carat weight. This is your swirl drums here. And then you have, what's the total price? Over £34. We saw it first, didn't we? £34, I think 80 pence. And we're getting about £10 off. And these come in at the website at £11, was it? Oh, £8. Oh, £11 for these individually, though, wasn't it, for this strand? $11.95 for this strand of the puffies, of the lavender tones, which is beautiful, soft, elegant. About $8.26 a strand. So you get a massive saving, especially on the trapezoid strand, if that's one if that's one you were looking at earlier. It's a really, really good offer. And of course you can buy them all separately on the web if you think, oh, I just want the trapezoids, I just want the swirls, but it doesn't seem to make sense because you're technically getting 1 free out of these strands if you get the 2 of them, and they work so well together. I know how difficult it is to look on a picture on a website and then see if they would actually go together. So £24.80, and you get your 3 strands. You might already have some wire. The gold wire that we were using earlier would work wonderfully. Maybe you want to use, I mean, the coppers wouldn't go quite nice with the purple, do you think? Maybe some bronze. Now, I heard something about a wrecking ball. Gosh, I could be wrong, but would you like a wrecking ball price point this afternoon? Wreck some prices. Gosh, I've never said that before. It feels a bit alien. You're gonna wreck some prices. Wrecking ball prices is £10 off those strands. He thought, you know what? For the rest of the night, or the rest of the hour, 45 minutes, he's going to be wrecking some prices. He's just taken £10 off those. Was it less than 47 of these originally? Is that what we had? We didn't have many of those. If you did manage to get them, brilliant. If not, jot down the code, get them as soon as you can. This is going under £10. I'm showing it to you now. It's our super lucky dip. Wait till I show you. Coming up under £10 for this massive bead scoop. And everyone's will be individual. Gosh, that's a huge unakite in there, isn't it? How huge. Oh, picture. Oh my goodness. And Janet's got some at the moment. She's working with it at the moment. Are you? Oh yes. Yep. Janet's working. We gave her one of the bead, massive bags of bead scoops, under £10. So I'm going to move on and bring you some more treats. But that's coming up before the end of the hour. Keep your eyes peeled. Oh, we had some different sizes actually. This is lovely. We had the 4mm earlier. Now we've got the 8mm for you. These are the clear quartz cubes we have in this one. And you're getting a lovely, almost sort of crackled effect in that one. It's just inclusions within it. Because quartz naturally is quite a cloudy gemstone, so for you to see such a glow within each one and a good clarity in any of them is amazing. So 270 carats of this, you're getting yourself a WC GP66. WCGP66. If you are in any way in last of stock strands, as in they'd been seen once before and it was the last of stock opportunity, you could see the call centre if they have any left. They were fabulously priced and you could add on to the same order as this, only £2.95 no matter how much you put in it. 8mm, they look fantastic, don't they? Really quite special. And we were thinking earlier with your white gemstones, an absolute essential for your jewellery stash, just to put aside, get a hold of them when they are at a great price. Even though I think about it, it's nearing the end of the month, but if you know that's something I'm going to love. Was it what? Imagine it was double the size, so double the price. Double the price. You can't match it if it's double the size. He's matching the price, Janet, of the 4mm, half the size.
I can't think of words.
We have apology prices, as we said, but that is a wrecking ball price. You can't put a wrecking ball behind me and not crash those prices as if there was no wrecking ball in the way. The price did come in like a wrecking ball, I will say. It's never been so low before. Wow. All I wanted was to just be £10.95, but no, that wrecking ball came in and wrecked it down to £5.96. Oh, 95. Putting pennies on for you. £5.95. Now, if you've not already joined me, or maybe you think, oh, I'm going to be joining Ed about 5 o'clock, make sure you open your order. It's the same order with myself, with Jenny from earlier in the morning. You can add on to the same one till 9 p.m. With the price points. Any prices were slashed. I don't know if ours will last till 9. I don't think they'll last that long, but try and get a hold of it. £5.95. That's awesome. WCGP66. Awesome. Oh, yes! I got very excited about these huge, big amethysts in here. Oh, hello. 450 carats. We've all got much love for these. So we're going to have a wrecking ball price on these. You saw what happened in the last 2 opportunities. I wouldn't hesitate. CDGP06. Straight away. I mean, you have a great... I love the way that sometimes they sit straight, sometimes they twist in between. I mean, that's... Oh, I love them. They remind me of a child. When I was a child, I used to love cola cubes. You know, when you went to the sweetie shop and they would have the newsagent and they'd have the sort of different sweeties you could choose. Do you ever see the cola cubes? Did you see them? Yeah. My friend came around the other day and she was looking at my cupboard and she went, why? It was my coffee cupboard with sort of teas and sugar, and she went, why have you got red sugar cubes? I was like, oh no, they're cola cubes. Like, I got them the other week. I'm still a child at heart. 450 carats, but to get this sort of rich plum purple, oh. Price point is coming in for you, 9x10mm, £8.95. What do you mean? Is this not it? Crap, is this not the wrecking ball? No, this is the price on the website, £8.95. Good job there's only a few moments left, 40 minutes left of this. I don't think I can handle it very much. Look. £4.95. Why? But why? I thought we only did this and miss out in the evening, but you do this in the day as well. Oh my word, you're getting everybody warmed up for the big dog. Oh my goodness, £4.90, that's what he nicknames himself, I didn't make that up. £4.95. Oh, I can't be long on that one. CDGP06, goodness, we've got less than 20. Get it as soon as you can. Check it out. I don't mean to rush you. I'm trying to help you here. Lancashire there, quite a few of you. Teresa's got 2, well done. I've got Cheshire there. I've got Norfolk there. I've got New Bidders, Hampstead, or Hampshire, sorry, Greater Manchester, Greater London, North, West. Where's that? Where's I can't see. I've only got half my screen. West Midlands. Oh yeah, duh. That's where we are. In a little place called Redditch, which is twinned with Tanzania. I didn't know that. Well, obviously I didn't do that now. Yeah, you know how towns can be twinned. We're twinned with Tanzania as far as I'm aware, unless that's changed. In Greater Manchester, in Cambridgeshire, in Kent, in Somerset, in Essex, in Cornwall. Well done to you, Elaine. Quite a lot of web bids I've checked out already, and great to see. There's less than 20 now. Lovely to see you. I've got about 15. Nolene. It's got 2. Well done to you, Nottinghamshire. Congratulations. Great. And £2.95. Even if you've got over 500, or gosh, that would be 800, 900 carats. Even if you've got 900 carats coming through your door, if you get 2 of them, it's still £2.95. If you are on the lines, please excuse us, there's a slight delay. I'll leave it with you. What an amazing choice. Congratulations. And if you've got the 3 strands together, do you want to see it quickly? Really quickly. I'm just going to get them your next opportunity out the box while we have a look at that quickly. But just so you can see if you wanted to add them, or if you haven't got the trio yet, now you do, you can go for it as quickly as you can. It's going to sell out anyway, but right. Yes, are we allowed? Coming from the Greek word kyanos, meaning blue, you are getting completely genuine, rich, glowing kyanite. Kyanite is an amazing stone. You probably know this yourself, sorry. Oh, hello. What was that? Little squares here of blue introducing the kyanite. Graduated for you in size from 10 by 7mm to 13 by 11mm down at the bottom. 55 carats of a gem that has tanzanite of this size for you. And we're going to, oh my goodness, you're going to love this. For a pleochroic strand, a pleochroic gemstone as it is, and it's a really difficult gem to cut because it's got 2 different directions of on the most hardness scale, it comes in at one direction, it comes in at sort of 4.5, and the other comes in at 7, so it's so difficult to cut. It's nothing like one direction, no, it's got 2 different directions, making it very, very difficult to cut. Do you remember years ago, your kyanite was only ever in a cabochon shape? Never really seemed to be faceted. We had on a sister show when we used to auction it in rings, we only ever had cabochon gemstones. Now we've got the sort of skill of lapidars. Not only are just lapidars, but many of them are gemologists or gem specialists, so they understand the crystal structure. You cut it the wrong way. So for you to get an expert cut on this, I mean, this is really, it's not just about getting the stone, it's about getting a quality cutter, getting a quality team behind it, and cutting for beauty as opposed to carat weight. Are you a fan of kyanite?
It's beautiful, isn't it? Such a beautiful colour. And those have got really lovely facets on them as well.
They do, don't they? I always think it reminds me of sort of, it's like got a glistening sherbet in the middle. Sort of shimmers in the middle. PBGK36. What you don't realise is I work till 3, or used to work till 3 AM on our sister channel, so I'm used to crazy prices. Apparently I'm going to be raging with this price. I don't think I've ever been raging in my life. That's not even our low price. Now, you know our Gems of Distinction collection is our finest quality of gems. We have a Gems of Distinction collection, a necklace collection we have on our sister channel. This wouldn't be less than $39.99 as a necklace, $17.95. I don't think I could offer you a pendant of this on our sister channel for $17.95. We don't often do it. Kyanite, we don't usually get this big. Is wonderful, rich, and you are more than getting a trade price. This is an extreme trade price on this one. You must know that. You must be aware of that. If you've got a hold of one, less than 25 available of these now. 0800 644 655. Ball price. I think that was it there, most definitely. For me, I'd quite happily put this up to $39.99, and that's no joke. No joke. For a pair of earrings, beautifully, you can match them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6. You've got roughly 20 stones there. Just roughly 20. It's not even a pound a stone. It's not even a pound a stone. RBGK36. Not even £1 a stone. Oh my goodness gracious me. That won't be there for long. Less than 15 now. Less than 15 available. Try and get it when you can. Oh, the jasper. This will go one of the bundles that Janet had with the grey agate, the crazy agate. I think maybe if you introduce with the sort of golden shell, a little bit of the red jasper, would that be, do you think that would be a colour that you would blend with it?
Yeah, I think that'd be a great combination, wouldn't it?
Really nice. Yeah. Janet's going, oh, why don't we have that one? I could have added it in. It's almost like little berries. Well, the price we're about to go to, if you did manage to get that bundle with Janet, I think it's possibly sold out. Janet's our guest designer today, if you've just tuned in. XMGP52, that's pretty much sold out. You can ask the call centre, please do, or on the website. But for this strand, it would add amazingly. I've been told there's a fabulous price coming in. But I also am aware, this is the wrecking ball price, right? This has been done, yeah. £2.40. You got £2. I bet you've got £2.50 change in your purse right now. Can you get a sandwich for £2.50? Would it be plain? Would it be boring? Would it just be cheese? Probably wouldn't even get butter. Just cheese. Sandwich. £2.50. Goodness me, if you go to one of those coffee shops, you'd pay that for a small one of those frappa mocha chino things. Oh, now obviously this strand needs to be stranded. It's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, just the way it's been set there. Maybe with the pearls, the champagne pearls we had earlier. £2. That is an add to your order if ever I saw one. How many have we got left? XMGP52. That's less than the post and packaging, £2.95. Is it or is it not an add-on? If this isn't an add-on, I don't know what is. This is a no-brainer. This is an absolute must. You cannot go. I mean, Kathleen's got 4 of them in Essex. That should say something. 4 of them. You're not even looking at not even £10 for 4 strands. Awesome. That is how to do, and that's what you need to do, and take advantage straight away as soon as you can. If you've got many left, Bertha, you've got yourself 2 in the West Midlands. We've got good availability, but also obviously at £2.45, that availability won't be there forever. Alison in Hampshire, my namesake, Eileen's in Derbyshire, Anonymous in Wiltshire, Mary Ratnet's back in, Eliz, I hope I said that right, Joanne, well done, Carol's there, Yorkshire, Powith, Surrey, Kent, London, Staffordshire, ooh, quick on this one, Lorna's in Gloucestershire. We've got less than 50 of these available at that price point. The majority of them are free. Great Sea in Staffordshire, again, a couple of you out there as well, well done to you. But at that price point, oh my word, if you've opened an order, would it or would it not be just crazy not to add this in? What would you say, Janet? Is it a must?
Definitely. I'd go for 2 or 3 of those.
2 or 3. I mean, can you go wrong with plain rounds?
No.
Plain rounds, and how many gemstones give you that red? It's almost beautiful. Like a burnt orange, isn't it? Gorgeous quality of colour. And if you're thinking about it, it's like, I want to add that for Christmas. I'm thinking of Christmas already, crazy, I know, but look like little cranberries. Little berries. And then autumnal, and then in the summertime, and look at the wire we've got coming up. Sorry, I got that in there a little bit quick. Oh yeah, I was getting that in there. Coming in. They're still to come in the next half an hour. Quick as you can on that. I'm not trying to rush you, I'm trying to make sure you get it. Devon, Essex, Lancashire, it's going to sell out, hopefully with your name having at least one of those available. Well done, that's a gorgeous choice. And if you've opened an order, would I like to pick a box? Yes. Can I just guarantee we're definitely going to be doing the fire opal, so I won't pick that one because we're definitely going to do it anyway, right? Ooh! I'm not going to be myself, because normally if I was myself I would go for rose quartz, and there's 2 amazing opportunities. Should we do it? Because I was going to be different. Should I just do it? Everyone's going, do it! And I'm like, all right then. I bought myself some rose quartz last night. What rose quartz go with everything? I have to take this 11. I'm going for 11 pendants right now. You could use maybe the butterfly I'm going to ask Janet if she thinks this would be okay. Sorry, I was looking for my tools there. I don't know where they've gone. Janet, would you use these? Would they be too big for your butterfly?
No,
would they be
perfect.
Acceptable for Janet's butterfly design? If you missed out on the wonderful agate, maybe with some silver wire. I'm thinking with this wire, But I need to cut it off this strand because it's a luminous pink and it's just going to confuse everybody. It's confusing me already. But you have yourself the most beautiful coloured wires coming up. Thank you. Thank you, Janet. Your scissors match your outfit.
Yeah.
Hiya, sorry, I'm back. Now, Pete's not here, he won't remember. I'll just tell him it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. So, both of these reels are coming up for you. I'm going to go for, oh yeah, this is how we do it. So you can see it. I'm like, there must be a hole because I took it off a strand. Where's the hole? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's very well disguised. Don't worry if you can't find it first. I couldn't either. Well, clearly you just heard how I couldn't find it. We've not even got our wrecking ball price yet, but they're already being allocated. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're going. I could borrow cutters even. What do you think? The wire's bent, which is why it's not fitting through, because when I tried to take it off, I bent it. But I'm going to show it to you. You're 930 carats, thank you so kindly. Let me take this off and put it on a piece of wire that's not bent. So you can see how easily it slips through. Gorgeous. Now I've not obviously got any tools on me, but, well I do, but they're cutters. If you want to do a little, that was meant to be a swirl like Janet did earlier, but it's a really bad one. Color wire, you're getting yourself, I counted the pendants earlier, didn't I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 pendants. 2, 4, 6, yeah, 11 pendants. I mean, per pendant, how much would you sell it for? About £10 for a massive rose quartz? It's a lovely, my friend, just on my 18th birthday, gave me a loose rose quartz. Still got it to this day. It was a loose rose quartz as a good luck quartz, just to take with me as I moved to London to start my new college degree. So I've got a soft spot for rose quartz, always will do. Price point we should be paying, KMGP61. It's only £8.45. I think we should just stay there. If that's all we should be paying for 11 pendants, that's not even £1 a pendant. Whoa. Shocked, amazed, and know not what to say. I'm a little bit saddened by that. I'm not going to fib. But I am very happy for everyone who's managing to get it right now. Because if you're managing to get 11 pendants, roughly how much is that per pendant? I'm calling them pendants, they don't have to be. But for 11 pendants, Anonymous Mary, that's about 58 pence. And they're beautiful in their shape and their size. They're going really quickly. I'm not surprised because rose quartz goes with absolutely everything. There's another one you could have a look at with the bronze wire, which is coming up as an idea. It goes with everything rose quartz. I said Mother's Day, but absolutely Mother's Day. I'm getting a wee bit ahead of myself. But if you wanted to get a hold of it, do confirm when you can. Thank you on the phone lines. There's a slight delay, but it's a free phone number and you've definitely got it. KMGP61 if you're on the lines. If you're on the web, try and check it out. There's about 20 of you on the web who haven't yet checked out, and that's not to rush you, but we've got less than 50 of these available. Rose quartz will go with everything, but you've got your no quibble money back guarantee anyway, so if you think, well, I want to get it home and see, then absolutely, please do. Rose quartz is an unbelievable stone, if I hadn't said it enough, and many people think of the gift of love, so... And the wire is coming up. And then this was what I was going to choose as my alternative to my favourite. And then they all went, go for it, go for it. So I picked up this, nuggets. This is the collector's choice, 55 carats, Angelusite. Now, Angelusite, as you will know, probably was the first location for this gemstone to be found. It's a very rare blend of sort of kyanite. That you might have seen before. It's a wonderful, wonderful gem. But what you get with this is an outstanding play of colour, pleochroism. There's only 40, is that it? Oh no! 4x2mm to 8x5mm. The code on this one is VURU01. Try as quickly as you can to jot down that code, because with less than 40, knowing how rare Angelusite is, knowing how collectible it is, and knowing the price point we're going to be taking this to, it's in the wrecking ball hour. As you can see, it's everything is, well, is there even if it wasn't a gem you were after. On the phone lines on the web, call me when you can on anything, but especially Angelusite. I can't even believe we've got it in our midst. Original price is going to come in for you, and then we're going to give you a wrecking ball price. No way. That's the original price. That's on the website currently. If I just introduce, and it would actually go really nice with the rose quartz as well. But you can see it there with the copper colour wire, which is coming up. That's why I'm showing it to you. But we had gold earlier. But for you to have, oh my word. For a gem that was thought only to come from Angelusite in Spain, we just started getting some in our sister channel from Gouveia in Brazil through, as well as a red. And when it's faceted as well, you get that pleochrome. And what's so nice about this is because it's natural, you can get at every single different moment, every time it moves, you've got character to your gemstones. Oh, so pleochroic, and it's usually faceted to show off more than one colour at once. $5.95, lovely to see you. So we've got less than how many now? Oh gosh, you need to be so quick. 25, just shy of 20. If everyone on the web checks out, I'll be left with about 7. So do try and confirm when you can. For $5.95, it's not a gemstone that you'll see easily on the high street, if even at all. So for you to have it in your collection, it's an achievement. So well done to you. Gloucestershire and Constancia, lovely to see you've got yourself 2 in Aberdeen. And quite rightly so. It's an 18cm strand. Aberdeen, Isabel, you've got yours. Cornwall, Staffordshire, Barbara, Mary, Lorna's in Gloucestershire there. Ratna's in Greater London. I've got Sussex, I've got London again, and West Midlands on the web. Great to see you. Is this a gemstone you've worked with before, Janet?
It isn't, no.
It's not. Is it one you'd like to get your hands on?
Yeah, looking at those, the texture just looks so lovely.
Isn't it nice to get that sort of natural form now and again?
I think I'd put it with something, a pale blue, maybe an aquamarine.
Pale blue aquamarines. Yeah. Oh, yeah. March's birthstone sounds perfect idea. The world is your oyster, but when it's that price point, get it, because that's more than a trade price. That's extreme trade price for Angelusite, and I hope you manage to get it. It's just fantastic. Lovely to see so many of you there. In fact, what was that? Do you want me to? Oh, God. With the fire opal as well, actually, which is coming up. We're going to do it now. Oh, I've only got 10 opportunities of the fire opal. I've got a few left of the natural, and it's natural shaped as well, not just this natural stone, but Angelusite. Oh, just to say you have it. And I'm now going to bring to you less than 10 available are genuine fire opal. Oh. Many people have heard the Mexican fire opal from Mexico, or the Mexican opal as many people know it. What you want with a fire opal, as you probably know, isn't to get a variety of colour like the sort of rainbow. What you want is a glow from within this gem, almost a sort of like bubbling lava. It glows magnificently, and at 35 carats, oranges and the reds in there with that beautiful white opal coming through. The graduation, you can split it up and have the reds together, the golden oranges, the yellows and the whites, or you can keep it graduated like this with a variety. But for a 20cm strand, oh, what do you like to do, Janet? Do you like to cut them up and have them in different sort of colour grades? Do you put the darker tones together, or do you like them sort of split up irregular like this?
I like to mix them up.
Mix them up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a lovely idea.
It's very rare that I sort of split and spend time doing that.
Yeah. It's lovely to have that variety. I mean, you've got the option. I mean, you can always start with your jewellery and start again. You can make a necklace and then change your mind and decide to do something different. Maybe a design inspire you to do something different. But this, with the rich, gorgeous, 5 already in their baskets, FERU 82. Quite a few of you have checked out already, because I think we've only got 10 of them. We are not. For 35 carats. Oh, you'll need to confirm as soon as you can. There are only 10, well, only were 10 available. There are now 8. I have 5 in web baskets, which means if they all check out, I'm looking at a limited amount of 2. No, 3. I fib. 3 left. That's if everyone checks out in the web. Are you ready? $17.95 for some of the finest quality facet. There are 5 available for you now. 3 left. Oh no! I've got Liz, well done to you. I've got Deborah, Jane. I've got Nicholas in there, Anonymous in there. Tatiana's in there in London, Mary's there. I've got, oh gosh, regular bidders in there. Sheila's in there, Anonymous. Oh gosh, I've got 2 left. 2 left. Oh my word. Anonymous in Yorkshire, there's 1 space. Oh, I hope you get it. I really do. You really can do this. FERU82 to call on the free phone number. It's easy peasy. Just give me a wee call, press your button 1. I've had one left. I'll leave it with you. If it's in your web basket, just check it out. I know a few of you have it. Good luck. Good luck. Congratulations if you managed to get that. And the 2 wires that I've shown to you are coming up. So, oh, do you want, oh yes, we had this idea earlier actually. Because I was a little bit sad that we only had 10 of them. So I said, is there anything we could offer for anyone who loves the bright oranges, but if that's, because I knew it was going to sell out instantly. So we managed to get, very specially, Carnelian graduated plain rondelles for you. Really gorgeous. And to go with the fire opal, wait till you see these two together. And it's the perfect complement, the luster from the plain rondelles and then the luster that you get from the faceting. So maybe with a deep navy, if you've got that, if that's something you wear during the day. Maybe you like my, I've got my producer seems to like go with my dress. Well, just a chance for me to try it on, I'm all over that. Oh yes. So the fire opal, I think I'll let you know as soon as it's gone. There was 1 strand left. Oh, I feel ever so fashionable all of a sudden. And if you wanted to wear it and use the bronze copper wire, which we've got coming up, your bronze colour, and the reason I say copper is because we have the copper wire as well in colour. I'm quite sort of tempted to go with the bronze. Which way would you sway?
Copper, I think.
You go copper?
Yeah.
Oh, so there we go.
Oh, bronze.
So it was meant to be how much? $11.95. And you're not going to stay there? No. These are apology prices for all of our web mishaps earlier today. Hopefully you weren't affected, but if you were, we're taking this to $7.95 from $11.95. So on the website it was $11.95 if you wanted to get a hold of it. But we're going to offer it to you today. For those of you who managed to get it, that is $7.95. So the code on this one is BQSF35. Do try and jot it down when you can. That's BQSF35. Bright, vibrant, juicy, great with gold. I know that I don't think we're fitting. Are we fitting in any more strands? Can I squeeze this one in? You're not going to love me right now, Pip. But how gorgeous would that be with it? We've got to do it. Oh, I love that. Didn't want to put you on the spot there, but in a way I kind of did. So we're going to do them together. So I've just taken Citrine to go with your Carnelian. Now we've only got 40 carats of this one, so we're just going to go. There are only 35 left. I've been told that this wasn't meant to be in the hour. I don't know where I got it from, but we're going to go straight to the price on this one because we don't have that much time. So the price you see will be your finishing price on this one. At 40 carats of for $4.95. I thought you said you weren't price crashing. Why is that on the web at $4.95? What are we doing? That can't be on the web at $4.95. I need to talk to our pricing department. Who's in charge? Really? You can't be serious right now. Yeah, that must be why there's there only are 35 and counting. What a one-off purchase. What I mean, straight away with the bronze wire that's coming up, wouldn't that look gorgeous? Bronze coloured, sorry. And then you've got the copper. I mean, which one would you choose? You can go with both. You don't have to pick, they're both coming up. And then again, if you were fortunate enough to be one of the only 10 today to get your Citrine. I don't know if there are any left of the fire opal. There only was one. If you ask, you get a chance. That is pure, clean, colour matched Citrine. No wonder half the stock's gone. That's unbelievable. Staffordshire, Fife, Worcestershire, and add to your order. I never ever in my right mind thought I would be seeing 40 carats of beautifully natural faceted, polished, should I say, lustrous, clean as you like Citrine. Look at the way it glows. This is the first gemstone I ever bought. First genuine gemstone I ever bought myself was Citrine, the happiness gemstone. That's why I bought it, because it was gold and yellow and it made me think of this. Calling me UZRU15, they will sell out. $4.95 UZRU15. That's going to go amazing. And then of course, if you didn't get the jasper, they would go together. Can't really see from there, but you know what I mean. Right, should we do the wire? Janet's been working with the wire and our under £10 scoop, which is massive, is so popular. And the labradorite 3 strands is still to come as well. We've got 4 different reels for you, 2 different sizes. We've got your 0.6 gauge. We have in the bronze, which is 100 meters of each. So we go with the bronze first. That's what you're seeing, 100 meters of that. You're getting 100 meters. Sorry, they've been a little bit attacked by myself earlier. We've got 100 meters of the 0.6 in the copper color as well. And then you've got a copper color. This one you have lengthwise is 100 meters again. This is a 1 millimeter gauge compared to your 0.6, which are the 2 gauge sizes we used for the beautiful Janet used in her design. Do you remember the necklace? Oh no, it wasn't the necklace. It was the first set of designs that Janet made. We used the 1 mil and the 0.6, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
So there, if you want to just give yourself a variety of color, you can add these in with the other wires that you might have got earlier with Janet. And then these ones are 1 mil gauge, both 100 meters for all of them. So 100 meters in each reel individually, so 400 meters in total, 200 meters of bronze color, which 100 meters each color, and the same in your 1 mil for your antique bronze and your copper color wire. We had a lot of antiques bronze findings recently. So we managed to get the jump rings, we've managed to get the post earrings, which I had on Monday night. Be a really, really good idea to get the antique bronze wire, if you haven't already got it, that is. So for the bundle, if you were to buy them all separately, £95 and 80 pence to buy them all separately on the web. So 0.6 is £19.95 by itself. Is that both of them? Sorry, I mean as in the same price per colour. Yep. So £19.95, £7.95 each for all of them. So if you add that together, you're looking over £90 odd. And today you can still buy £60. £60. So it's in effect getting the 2 sort of 1 mil gauges. The 2 1 mil gauges, sorry, and then you get these 2 for free. That's fabulous. But really, so if you were thinking, well, I need to get myself some 1 mil gauge, what should I go for? You may be thinking, sort of wondering about what colours. Autumnal hues that you got, great in the summertime, that beautiful necklace. Can I stay there? I'll be back. I'll be back. I've left. But look at what you could do. You could this is simply just using wire, not incorporating any gemstones whatsoever, just simply wire. So I'm going to need to move on to your star buy. That's going to sell out before you know it. It's a star buy right now. Oh my goodness, join me on that. And oh, star buy time. Best advice, call me now, 0800 644 655. As soon as the code comes in, be prepared. Everyone has been waiting, the code is in. It's OLCR67. Everybody has been waiting. Everybody's had their eyes on these for the past 3 hours and 50 minutes. Already 18 have been confirmed, not just in web baskets or people taking the time to call, been phoned and confirmed. My goodness, you've got a little heart going on here. Every single one is individual. You're lucky to 4 have gone to Cheshire, 4 in Worcestershire, 4 in Cheshire, 4 in Somerset, 2 in Somerset. Quick as you can. You have got, you could get anything. You could get any gemstone. You could get pyrite, you could get Carnelian, you could get jam. So much within here. Marilyn, Nottinghamshire, you know it's going under £10 as quick as you can on this one. Are you ready for your price? We're going to £6.95. You'll be thinking £9.95, right? But there's a huge, it doesn't even, to be honest, I think we're cutting ourselves a little bit short here. I think that should be 2 separate bags. Do you not think? That should be 2 bags. I think we've given too much. Yeah, we've been given too much, I think. If I were to put all of it into one, if I put half of it into a bag, you'll see how big that is, and I think we should just half them all. Yeah, you get half a bag for 6. I think that price is for half of it. Yeah, I think we've doubled up 2 bags. No, you actually want to give all of this. Because look, if you look at what's left on the desk, no, I've only got 2 bits on the desk. If you look at what's available there, isn't that more than plenty for $6.95? Would you not say? That's more than plenty. I mean, there we go. $6.95. And then that's the other half. I mean, you don't need all of it, do you? Or you want it all? I'm not going to cut it, don't you worry. I'm going to jump over on Janet because we can see what Janet can do. With just £10, let's see what you can do. With only £10, you don't even need £10, £2.95 post and packaging, £6.95, and you've got, it goes on forever. Let's in fact have a wee look and see how far it goes on. Great to see so many of you, and thank you. Designer Dwyer. Janet Dwyer, sorry, our guest designer's been with us all day.
And I've got all that left.
Oh my, and this is what's left?
Yeah.
This is left. Can I show everybody? This is what is left. And if you want one of these, I think they're $1.95 on the website last time I checked. There's so much. This is what's left. Left from one bag at $6.95.
I just didn't have time to do it justice, really. There's just so much you can do with them.
So what did you do? What did we do? Oh, it's here! Oh my word! I don't know why I thought you were going to go ta-da, pick it up. I wasn't even thinking to find the time. So this is a lovely set, and you've just chosen that. I mean, that's just using 3 beads.
3 beads and the wire.
And the wire, which you've had plenty left over from one of your opportunities. This is so special. I love this.
I thought I wanted to mix it up a bit so we've got a mix of the gemstone.
Absolutely, and you've done it so well. And just that simple technique you were showing it. Well, I'm saying simple, I can't do it, but the wrapping of the wire, and that's we had a look earlier. If you want to look on YouTube, you can have a look at the tutorials that Janet had with us earlier, and you can see how to do that wrapping if you're new to it. If you're a regular, please forgive me, you'll all know how to do this. And then you've got yourself the earrings. You've just chosen 2 matching stones, and they just from one same scoop. So of course I'm not saying you're necessarily going to get the exact same stones, which is even better because you're going to get your own individual opportunity. And then you made a whole bracelet, and you managed to pick out quite a few actually of the same gems, quite a few pyrites and jaspers in there. Oh, I'm so and that's simply just using that copper wire that we had there, as well as the gold wire from earlier.
Yeah, I just used the wire that I had in both of the kits, the projects from earlier, and the bead scoop, and that's it.
And you have so many gems remaining. We've got less than 40 of these available. $6.95. We started out with how many? 200. We've got less than 40 left. I mean, Janet can see all your names, and she can see in brackets all the multiples too. Quite a lot of you taking the time to join us on this. Don't worry if your name doesn't pop up. It doesn't mean you've not got it. But call me now, 0800 644 655, OLCR 67 on that one as quick as you can. And try and anything that's in your basket that you haven't confirmed, check it out as soon as you possibly can. What do you think about with what's available, what's left?
I think
you've been wrapping in here as well.
Well, I was going to do earrings with those, and then I wasn't sure what to do with them, but you could easily make a pair of earrings out of those.
They're so pretty.
But as a jewellery maker, it's great to have a scoop like this, and just not know what you're going to get. Because it's when you open it, then the creativity starts then. So it's fabulous.
So is this the first scoop you've ever had to work with, or have you been?
No, I've had
scoops
them before, but they're just great fun. Great.
And do you think that's quite a lot compared to a usual scoop?
There's so much in there, and for that price, that's crazy.
I mean, what do you think? Do you think I should half the scoops and give everybody a half the amount? Because I think we're giving away too much for $6.95.
No, I'd leave it as it is, because I can buy some then.
So you get some. Oh yeah. In fact, well, hopefully there'll be some left. There was 200 available beginning. We've got less than 40 now. Hopefully you've got yours. I'm loving it. You've actually gone and so split the gemstones. Splitted, that word's coming up today. It's not even a word. I'm making it up. And you did. Oh, one of those days. But you've actually gone for your sort of jaspers and your carnelians.
I did just sort of quickly splitted them up.
I love
it. But then mix them together.
But it gives you sort of your pick to go where you go. And absolutely, as you say, see what you've got. They seem to have a lot of greens going through, a lot of springtime colours. And you've got this with you purely because Janet was in the middle of showing us how to do that chain earlier. So can we just finish that? Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Because you've still got it by your side. Just in case you watched earlier, if you missed a tutorial, we just, Janet was showing how she wrapped the wire and just to cut it to, this is the 1mm wire. So just to see, it was just simply linking them together, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was simply that. Let me just get my little
I'm
oh, here they are.
Confusing things.
No, that's fine.
And
so
for those of you, oh sorry, carry on.
That's okay. I was just going to say we just wrap them around the whatever you want to wrap them around, and turn them into jump rings, flatten them a little bit, and then it was simply just open them as you do the jump ring, and that's the chain, and then it's just add that to the loop that we created. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And just to let you know, there are 22 of you who have it in your web baskets, and I'm not trying to call you out in any way, I'm trying to help you. There's less than that available. You need to be quick. You will need to check that out. Unfortunately, we don't have any more. We only had a limited amount of 200. So if you have it in your web basket, it's great to show your interest. Thank you so much. But do try and check it out, because we don't have, with the 22 of you in the web, we don't have 22 of them available. There's less than that available. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be back with you on Sunday night from the later time of 5 to 8 p.m. Janet, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Have you had fun?
I've enjoyed it. Yeah.
Good, I'm so pleased. And Ed's going to be taking you through the rest of the late show all the way up to 9 p.m. to do join him. I know he's got a lot of treats coming your way, and hopefully you'll be able to join me and Janet another time very, very shortly. Take care. Thanks again from all of us. See you soon.